Yeah,
Jay,
we all know
Help
that
me
you're
here.
showered.
Help me.
What?
I am
Jay.
showered.
What,
Can you
Tom?
please tell these people that it's not normal to go to bed at 5 a.m. and then sleep?
No, it's not normal to go to bed at 5 a.m. and then sleep.
What is it normal to do in
Normal
bed
for
after
who?
5 a.m.?
What?
Well,
It's like,
What do you? Yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you do
what
at
is
5 a.m. if you're not
normal?
sleeping?
What is normal? Boring is what it is.
Go to bed at 5
You
a.m.
stay
and what? Do
awake.
crossword puzzles?
this is what you do, Doc. You stay awake until
well, I thought about that the other
9
day.
o'clock, 10
I've
o'clock.
tried that. And then I'm
Sometimes.
just more tired when I fall asleep the next morning at 5 a.m.
Oh, really? I don't know. I have days where I can stay up 24 hours and I don't seem to have a problem, and there are days when I just go, nope, I'm done, and I'll
I'll get like my fifth wind and be like, all right, well, let's just keep doing
That's.
this thing or get
I
fucked up.
definitely
always
get
afraid.
like multiple wind, like.
I'm always afraid
Too
if I
tired
sleep
and then-
too late, like, I can feel the years peeling off of my life. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
like, am I gonna die sooner now? Because it's like 3
I can
in the
just feel
morning.
my IQ points dropping, like the meaningful silences in my RP.
makes me
are
how I
very,
am
very
today.
long.
I mean, you
I
should
have
all
no
know
control
that
Character
over
work.
it, so I
if
just
you-
have to accept it.
if you do shift work,
No.
right? If you're a shift worker who does alternates like days and nights, on average they lose around 5 to 6 years off their life through doing shift work. Bad sleep
Yeah, but they're
schedules.
working. I'm playing video games.
And they're shit years right at the end when you're pissing yourself anyway.
Not sleeping kills you quite literally. So
You know who
get
has
good
nothing
scrubs.
saved for retirement? This guy. So it doesn't matter.
What's your
What else am I
retirement
gonna
plan?
do? What's that?
I'm gonna die instead. That's my retirement plan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You
live.
die in the voice
Your
booth.
beneficiary is
Your coffin.
life insurance.
We have a phrase here in the United States. It's "live Moss," and we got that from a Taco Bell commercial. That just means
course
stay
you
up till
did.
4 a.m. Who cares? YOLO.
Hello.
I love that you're all making me seem
Y'all
normal
make
in front
sure
of Jay.
Uh huh.
Got good
No,
life
No.
one could ever
insurance.
do that.
You're
Billy.
all
It's
just
not you.
not
Jay is the
normal.
one who's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks, Tom. High
Are we
five for
done
norms.
talking about sleep schedules? By the way, I don't care when you go to bed. Honestly, I really
Thank you,
don't.
Tom.
You're all adults. You can go to bed whenever the hell you want.
You can all make
Thank you, Tom.
bad choices.
Yeah,
That's
adults.
fine. You carry on.
Yeah, for
Yep.
now.
It's the one
make
thing
bad
about
choices.
being an adult that is good. You can make your own
Tom
shit
came into my
choices.
stream
Mhm.
Too
Yeah.
many times that when I was playing video games once upon a time, and it would be like 7 a.m. my time, and
Oh.
he'd be awake, and he'd be like, "Lindy,
Go to sleep.
why are you awake?" This was
Yeah.
like 7 years ago when he actually cared about people's sleep
Yeah,
schedules a little bit.
I'm
know,
jaded now.
Tom's
I've
given
given
up
up. I've given up. Yeah, I've given up helping or caring.
Lost that battle.
Yeah. I mean, the second role playing got in, I thought that's a losing battle right there. That's you can't do that. Yeah.
Just occasionally
But
when
I'm-
Jay's away for the weekend, I'll get a Discord message at about 8 a.m. going, "Good night, was it? Oh, fuck. Oh no, it's morning." Ugh.
I'm gonna start
Yeah,
doing that now.
When your sensible friends are getting up and starting their conversations as you're tagging them and going to bed. That's
Yep.
what's always
Yep,
interesting.
pretty
It's like,
much.
oh, you're up. That must be my cue to go to bed. Okay.
Mhm.
Just
Okay.
5 more minutes.
Just fine.
Check Telegram.
This isn't Civ.
I just gotta get on and check my telegrams. It'll be fine.
Don't do it.
Oh dear. All right. That is like the gateway, though. You go on. I'll just check my. I'll just check my telegrams.
No.
That is you actively hoping that someone has telegrammed.
Yeah.
you.
Well,
So you can
someone's,
stay up
or
and just
you're
like-
going to get robbed at the
Business, in
telegram
which case
station.
You're hoping they didn't.
So, Pendragon,
you
what's
always-
happening?
Oh, yeah.
Are we playing that?
Oh, sorry, I was dozing
Should
off.
we actually start almost on time?
No,
No.
not even close.
Well, no, we haven't. It was
No.
already
We were
got
here
off.
on
Last
time.
week.
Yeah, we were actually here on time. We were all good.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit of a sip.
So Jay, who are you playing, Jay? Jay.
I'm hello, fellow neurotypical. I'm playing
Hello.
Balbus, who now has an improved mace.
You do, yes,
Yes,
indeed. And I'm gonna remember. that we're, somewhat
Wow.
neurotypical.
There's less of you, though, that are neurotypical.
Yeah, but we'll
I reckon,
outlive you.
So... Probably.
At what cost?
I don't know about that, but Doc.
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Doc. I'm playing Asbjorn, who is big, soft Viking man who doesn't like being held captive by either snooty nobles, weird cultists, or some combination of the both of them.
Nice.
Mhm.
Cool. Nice. All right. Millie.
Hi, I'm Millie. I'm playing Lady Alice, who doesn't have two brain cells to rub together, and if she did, she wouldn't know how to do it, and she'd get distracted while searching for the second one. Yeah, that's pretty much it. She's having a great time. She found somebody who made her feel clever the other week. So that's
Had us saying something.
awkward. Their children, if they happened, if they could physically figure out how to make that happen, would possibly be worse than Cthulhu as far as horror is concerned. It would actively drain sanity from all the
It would be
surroundings.
the end of the world. That would be the start of the end of the world. That would their child
Let's go.
would be like, you know, the Antichrist, kind of like that, but just sanity, just intelligence
Yeah.
gets drained.
Just makes
from-
the dial tone in people's heads.
It would definitely open one of the seals.
The
Oh,
true horror of this horror game.
Yeah.
One of the seals is Lady Alice must not bang this guy. That's just how it goes. Yeah.
Her would-be husbands died for a reason. It was to save the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
That is it. Oh no. What would you even roll for that?
There's rolls.
Lindy, help.
No. I ship it. And I think it would be a constitution check. But anyways,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Lindy, Laugh Love Lindy, and I'm playing Aethelfrith Baxter, who dearly misses her wife and whose accent was inspired by the peasants in Witcher 1 and Dragon Age 1. So really bad British accents. And I will, yeah, and I won't save you, but I do care for you, Tom,
Oh.
and appreciate you
thank
as a
you.
friend, even
Thank
though I don't listen to your sleep advice.
Yeah. No
Not
one
because I don't want to.
does. No, it's
Because my
fine.
brain
It's
won't let
okay.
me.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Someone who doesn't listen to my sleep advice, Kate.
Yeah, I'm bad at listening to advice in general. But hi everyone, I'm Kate Madison. I am playing Astrid, who maybe has a good sleep schedule. I don't know. Although she's maybe lying awake a little bit, sometimes watching somebody else sleep. But yeah, so. And I'm the healer of the group, so of course I'm looking forward to the potential combat that's about to happen and trying not to let everyone die. Yay!
Speaking of combat, one of your main combat characters isn't here today.
Yeah!
Susie isn't here, Susanna, but she is there in
VP
kind of spirit.
Pretty shitty timing.
Sorry, love.
But hopefully Susie will be back next week. I think she's back next week after she goes back home
To
Canada.
loot our dead bodies.
Thanks. So yes, to save the day. Theory.
Oh,
Right. Okay. So, who wants to do the recap of the last thing? Hands up. Look at that. There we go. There you go. Okay. Go on, Lindy.
All right, so last week on Pendragon, we didn't do a whole lot. It was pretty cool though, we still had lots of fun. We had Asbjorn and Astrid go to the tavern and use their absolutely zero people skills to try to get some information. It did not go well, and this is when Millie and I realized that maybe our characters who actually do have points and charm and such should not be learning how to bake in the main building, but actually talking to people trying to get information. But as Jay pointed out, that would make us a competent group, and so we didn't do that. And then we taught Father Barnabas how to bake, and he was a natural, took right to it, made some sick hot cross buns, and then we all joined back up, and then we all baked a little bit. It was a lot of baking.
The Great Eldritch Bake Off.
A great Eldritch Bake-Off, and then before bed, Edgar asked Lady Alice if their two brain cells could take a walk together, and he had something to show her. It was clams. So many clams. Clams for days. And also some guy who didn't have a name that he was learning how to do medicine on because he's only got 1 watt in that bulb. So he has to make do with what he's got. And his dad told him to learn how to heal, and he's like, well, I guess the only way to do that is to have people that are hurt. So I guess I gotta hurt him myself. It's a very practical nobleman's solution to the problem, which Lady Alice agreed. Yeah, it is a very practical noble person's solution to the problem, and so never brought it up to the rest of us. Then we went to sleep. And
Then you went to sleep, yeah.
Aethelfrith asked about how the tavern time went and how sucking on sausages went, and if people liked other people's sausages and how the sausage fest was going, and then we slept, and then we woke and Asbjorn and Aethelfrith started to get everything ready, the horses ready and stuff, and then, oh no, a wolf attack, but it wasn't actually a wolf, and we had managed to get last rites from Father Barnabas and asked her to look at the body, and it was definitely not wolf, nami scratchy marks.
Or at least partial wolf, partial suspicious.
There was some stabby bits and some slicey bits that did not look, again, bitey clawy. And so, they're like, you can't leave because there's wolves. And we're like, we can fucking take some wolves. And that's kind of where we left off.
That's where you left off, willing to take on some wolves. Well done, Lindy.
Lindy,
Well
you need
done.
to do the
Well
recap
done. Well
every
done.
week.
You know what?
Amazing. Done.
You know what,
I can't remember
Lindy?
what I did this
Half
morning.
my groups, they're like...
I like the
You
movie
can-
trailer voice.
You can have advantage on a roll if you want. There you go.
thanks.
There you go.
That's lovely.
There will be prizes for people who can do a recap. You're fucked, Millie. So, what was I gonna do? Start the game, right? Okay, so it ended off. Ended off with the Lord asking everyone to stay inside because of the wolf attack, providing more food and drink should you want to, and he essentially just kind of left out of the front door with like 2 of the guards. There is 1 guard. There are still guards in the room with you. There are about 4. They're dotted around. They don't seem to have changed any kind of like more aggressive, or they're just standing around waiting, kind of like that. You see Edgar. He's sat down on his father's chair and he's looking around, doing nothing, doing Edgar stuff. What would you guys like to do then? There's also a dog.
There's dogs
there.
outside.
And huddle up to have a little talk
Maybe there are
about what we're
wolves.
gonna do.
They sound very small.
Hmm.
Maybe they're just far away.
I mean,
Wow, she gets that. Sorry.
I was quite impressed.
Yeah, Lady Alice, her IQ just went up.
Yeah. Add a +1 to navigate, Millie. Distance.
Yeah. Twice in 2 days she's felt clever. This is not good.
Well, you are comparing yourself to Edgar. I'd imagine you would feel pretty clever, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think that if this just happened, they just closed the door. Asbjorn is worked up because he just had a face-to-face with that guard, and so he's trying to figure out, did they lock the door behind them? Are we trapped in here? Is there another way out? Because he's fully planning on, we're getting the horses, we're leaving.
So, oh, sorry, go ahead, Kate.
No, I was just, musing with, I don't think we heard the lock, but that was definitely an implied stay in this building, but I don't know, see what Tom says.
You didn't hear a single lock. You haven't seen really a lock. You see on the inside, it's got like a wooden barricade that you just
A
put
bar
down,
to keep people out.
like a bar out to get from anyone getting in. But nope,
Right. Is that the only way in and out of this building?
nope. There's the other one through the door to the stables, and that's got a similar thing, but the bar isn't on it. It's just a guard standing near it.
Sure. He's gonna beeline over to the stable door, and
So that was the guy you failed the intimidation.
that was the guy I failed on. Oh, okay, great, all right, terrific. In that
Same
case,
with
he's
the
going to go to
outside
Beeline and then
doors,
stop
so.
himself and pace back and forth angrily. And maybe look at the other one
You're a
and look
monk,
at everybody
you're a monk.
else.
You're a monk.
Yeah.
Monking,
Kraken
monking.
skull's no longer an option.
I'm a monk now. I'm a monk now. No more. And he's just gonna like sort of try to gravitate toward everyone else so we can huddle and
Yeah.
watermelon.
Pouring everyone some water so we can have some
thank
meat for
you.
Father Barnabas, and then just like so we can all be close and talk quietly. Look like we're just having a quiet conversation
Away from Edgar.
away
Who's
from it.
clearly a genius, but is
Okay.
pretending to be stupid.
Okay.
In on it.
So just check it.
Okay,
The,
it is clear that they are.
I
Go
feel
ahead.
like I got weird audio
Go
lag
ahead,
for
Father
me.
Barnabas.
I was just gonna check. So there's the main door, and then the side door,
Mm-hmm.
and the guard that
Mm-hmm.
Ashbjorn intimidated is at the side door now.
To the stable side
Okay.
door.
Yep.
So the main door is just unguarded.
Pretty much. It's just there.
All right. Thank you.
It's just shut.
Catching up.
I think when we came down, we already relayed that it didn't seem like wolf bites to the group. Is that right? Yeah, everyone knew that.
So yeah,
we were already
there
suspicious.
were puncture wounds.
Yes, so punch
But
wounds and
you-
slash wounds, but they didn't seem to be bite.
There wasn't in
Ah.
a jaw kind of like.
And they were deeper
And
than
they
a
were
tooth would be.
If not, you could tell us that now.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
there you
if I hadn't done it,
Yeah.
this would be the chance when we huddle together. I will definitely relay
And
that.
There were slash marks too, right?
Suspicious.
There were
Yeah.
slash marks too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and didn't look like claws or anything. It didn't look like natural kind of things. Claws would you'd have like two or three,
Like a
in a
blade.
line, But yeah, and the teeth marks didn't look like a jaw. They were like, and they were deep, and they were sort of spread out. It just, to me, that was not a wolf attack. I don't know what attacked them, but it was more some sort of weapon, probably.
And I've never seen a wolf
Right.
carry a sword, so
If they did, they would use their mouth.
And they'd probably only get you around the knees.
Right. And yes, and where were the cuts? Were they on his knees?
We did look at that. Like they were sort of like potentially higher up, and Keefe'd been knocked over, but it was
Right.
in places that didn't sort of make sense. A wolf would probably
so we
go
can
straight for the
rule out the
jugular
wolf
anyway.
holding a sword in its mouth.
No, I don't think so. I mean, that would be impressive, and I've never been this far west, so you never know. But
It's a big world out there.
yeah, I mean, how would a wolf make a sword? Unless it's
think-
that wolf
make it if you
man
found
that
one.
the old lady talked about.
The man
There
with
was
the wolf head.
The wolf head person that she talked about that we
Maybe there's
talked
like
about in the
head people.
maybe.
That's true. That is what the woman told us at the tavern.
I might have missed something here, but has anybody just tried the front door?
I think they've got guards at both doors. Do we have guards on the
He was
inside
on the
of both
way in. It
doors?
was lovely.
Not on the inside of the main door. But you did
They could be on
see
the outside of the main
the Lord
door.
go out with 2 guards at his side from the main door.
What we
They
could
would
do is
probably stay near him.
boost. You could have, because we basically got everything all packed up, right? So we could have some people go
Yes,
out the main door to
everything.
go back to the
Well-
to go back to the pub.
But everything
More?
piled up. But yes, but I didn't think of it much at the time when I went to check on the wolves. The wolves. Listen to me. I've forgotten my one-track mind.
The horses,
Um,
yeah.
The horses and the wagons. The stable boy there. There wasn't much hay. I don't know if they've been taking good care of the animals.
I mean, as long as they can get a wagon out of this town and into the woods, I mean, they can forage for more.
That's good
in the woods. We
enough,
did pack
but-
some oats that we could
But
supplement.
also,
with
it
things.
feels like another suspicious thing.
I mean, they're certainly not
I mean,
short
when
of
they've got so
supplies.
much food,
Soon.
yeah, they've got lots of food for us, but not for the horses.
So
Yes, that is
I
strange,
don't
isn't
think
it?
let you into the stables as well, but they'll probably let me if I whip up some quick oat treats for the horses. You know,
Give it a shot.
they won't suspect
I mean, the
me.
horses need to
and I
eat,
can-
and I've told you that they're low on food.
Yes. So I could
Makes
go
sense.
hitch it up real quick, whip the horses
Right.
out, pick you up at the tavern and we just go. You know,
Just get the horses started and we'll run and jump on it. You know, just get the horse engine going.
Slow down a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Let's give this a shot. I'm going to go over character switch. I'm going to go over and just get stuff.
Yesterday, when you guys went to the pub, so
Well, earlier today they didn't stop me when I went to the stables, but now things have changed. This dead man and the noble lord is trying to keep people here.
Take some of these berries and things. We'll get something whipped up for the horses real quick, and then it'll have been some time, and we can just look like, oh well, since we're staying, we're all gonna just go to the pub for the day, and
Oh, good.
I mean, it's been a few days. They might be pretty disgusting, but I do still have a couple of buns that would. Well, I mean, to be honest, the sort of the herbs I put in there is not really the thing that probably make you sick at this point. But like, so no one might want to eat it. But just a thought, or I could just take the innards out and put it in something else.
Reuse it,
or mix it up a new batch. If we need it, I could potentially throw these away and do something else that's basically the same.
Not a bad idea.
Right.
You guys get the baking.
Smoke treats for the horses. Yep.
Barnabas, and Sursana. Oh, right, I'm Sursana. Come over here and help us. We're going to pretend to just take our things back since we're staying.
Lady Alice with you?
Yes, Lady Alice. Come with us. We need to. I don't know what kind of stuff would I give to Lady Alice to carry.
A shiny pebble? I mean.
Yeah. Lady Alice, can you help us with some of these things over here? We're going to get ready to go on the horse ride. A surprise horse ride.
Oh, lovely. Who's the surprise for?
It is for the Lord.
So you can't tell him.
Yes.
Lovely.
Don't tell him or any of his guards. Okay, good.
None of the
Hello.
can know.
Hello, Edgar. You just came over here.
So
Just
Edgar
creeping.
has literally been stood in this thing and heard absolutely everything. I rolled a 5
I don't think that's
for
my
his
first
stealth. So he crit and he was just
That was his
standing there.
style. He's right next to us, listening in, like he's part of the huddle.
Yeah, literally
We're all
there.
just like,
I have to take Edgar with us, is what I'm hearing.
oh, this can't
You're-
possibly go wrong.
Edgar, you're very strong.
Am I?
Yes, look at all the big muscles you have. Can you show me how strong you are by helping me carry some of this stuff?
I normally have people do that.
Oh,
I could get a servant.
no, that's okay.
I'd imagine Lady Alice would
you
be
know, we
very
just wanted
impressed.
to show
Lady
off for
Alice,
Lady
how strong
Alice.
you are.
She loves big muscles.
Does she?
They're not mussels, they're clams.
Yeah.
Show her how big your clams are.
Do you like things?
Oh, he's making small talk.
Things.
Do you like wood?
Who are you asking?
Oh, everyone.
Yes, I really do.
Wood's
like
quite useful, yes.
wood.
Do you want to see mine?
Is it splinters? Because I don't like those.
No. It's the stuff I make.
Oh. He's ever so clever.
Sure.
Woodcrafter.
Yeah. Do you want to see mine?
Is it here in this room?
I can go get it.
Probably. That would be great if you could go and get as many as you can carry to show us. We're all
can
very
carry
interested.
this many.
Impressive. One for each hand.
We're all impressed.
Yeah.
Yes, we would love to see some of your
Although,
work.
I have to open this many.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
could
that's
pop one in your
fun.
mouth.
Or a bag. You could also put them in a bag, a sack, or something.
What's a bag?
And I pick up a bag that we like a sack that we probably have.
Bag.
Oh, can I have that?
Is
No,
it empty?
no. Well, you can borrow it to put the stuff in to bring back, but we need the bag.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Here,
I'll
we'll
give
take
him
some
an
of these
empty
things out.
sack so you can
Uh,
fill it with
A sack.
whatever he's gonna.
Oh, look, weapons. What's wrong, Edgar?
Hello.
Hello, Edgar. Go get a bunch of wood to show us.
Go get us wood.
but wood
Put it in the bag. Come back.
will do.
All right,
Okay.
champ.
Turns around. He walks off, go upstairs, and as he reaches the top of the stairs, he looks over.
You need to get the wood stuff in the bag. Go and then
Oh.
come back.
And
We're
then
never gonna
heads
see
off.
that bag again.
I get the feeling we could have just
Okay,
outsmarted him, but I don't have time for that.
I think we did. Honestly.
In a way,
What?
I kind of feel like telling him to go stand in a round room and stand in the corner, you know? See how long that keeps him busy? All right, you horse treats or something.
I'm gonna make some
Asbjorn
treats for the horses since we're staying here another
Barnabas?
day.
and Alice, let's go and get as much as we can carry. Really show Edgar how strong we are.
All
I
right.
want to impress him for some reason. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Urge to impress him. Why? I don't know.
If it works, it works.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, if Ulthrid is going to make some oats, you don't have to roll for anything. It's basically just
I
mix
just like
it
some
oats.
little oat cakes. It's real
easy
quick.
peasy.
With some berries. Like people
And you
can eat it,
guys-
but I'm gonna give some to the horses. So
Yeah,
I'll probably give
yeah.
one to the guard at the door as well. Be like, here.
So, who is actually leaving now? Who's going to leave the? Is anyone leaving?
Going to
Or
the
you just
kitchen and the
packing up?
stables.
I'm sort of like Osbjorn's idea was kind of rearranging all the stuff we had ready to go,
Okay.
just to be ready to like if
Mhm.
it's like, all right, let's roll.
Cool.
We can,
Okay.
like,
So,
take our
and that's
stuff
what everyone
and
apart from
make a
April
break
is
for it.
doing.
Just
Barb-
loading up myself with my stuff so that there's
We did
less
pack
on
up
the
some-
floor.
In the wee hours, so it's basically just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Not much.
We probably didn't empty the entire wagon of stuff, to be
No.
honest.
No.
So it's only gonna be personal stuff.
Yeah, it won't take you long to do it. It's like your bed rolls and stuff like
Personal
that.
weapons.
Yeah,
The
it's
weapons that we've gotten here.
Yeah. So, Barnabas, are you going to do anything else, or are you just going to pack?
No, he'll just pack. He'll
Push that button, Jay. Push the button.
he'll go to the front door and try and leave immediately.
Okay, you go to the front door and you push the door and you pull the door and it opens.
Well, we'll be off then.
He just turns to the rest of the group
And-
with the door just like half open. Like,
It's not
Is there
locked.
anyone out there?
Yes, outside, if you could see the Lord and two guards, and they seem to be in conversation.
They're just standing out in the open area outside, just talking to each
It's
other.
like there's like steps, wooden steps going down, and they're just at the bottom of the steps.
Drop some eaves. Call us Samwise, Camg.
yeah, can Barnabas
dropping
hear
seeds,
anything? Or are they
Dropping
too like
enemies.
hushy?
Okay. So I'm assuming you want to listen in without them knowing you're there.
Yeah, it's kind of just an idle like, oh, I can see him. Can I hear anything at the same time?
Okay, roll me a stealth to see how sneaky I get. Are you actually being sneaky, or did you just open the door and you're just listening?
Yeah, I'm not like actively trying to avoid being seen or heard. It's just like,
Okay.
oh, they're there. Can
Just,
I hear
just
them?
roll me a listen then, please. Yeah, just roll me a listen then, please.
Oh!
Bloody hell, well done.
It's all those
Don't even hardly
confessions
have to
I
open
hear.
the door. Hags. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, you hear one of the guards say, you hear the Lord essentially go, "Just one more day," and the guard essentially goes, "And that's when they're coming." "Yes." And he looks, Brother Balbus, is there anything that we can do for you?
Oh, no, I just, I had a little bit too much morning constitution, and I didn't want to blow chunks in your lovely hall.
That is most considerate.
Fresh
Feel
air.
free to go around the side.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling a bit all right now. I just get some bread or something. Lay a foundation, you know.
And he'll wink like,
Yeah, we're both pissheads.
He smiles. It's a warm smile, too. Of course. Please take as much bread as you need.
Copy with you.
and he'll like quickly shut the door and do that thing. I can picture it in films, but when like somebody with robes who's big and large immediately closes the door and then turns around and goes, guys. and
They're definitely up to something, and I think we should get out of here as soon as godly possible.
God, all right. Best to go through the stable, right?
Yes, what
There's only
is...
2 guards that way. I hope we don't have to hurt them, but... All right, everyone, get your things together. Quick, before Edgar comes back. We don't want to ruin the horse ride surprise. Okay. So,
All right.
I mean,
so
Asbjorn's gonna have, like, a weapon drawn, you know,
Okay.
and wave to Santa to come and, like, help out. Maybe Ethelfrith, too. And say, Ethelfrith, all right, you distract them with your sweet...
We're just.
With the sweet... Well, distract them with your sweet treats. And then we'll see if we can subdue them.
Okay, so
Right.
you're gonna go to the entrance to the stables, Aethelfred, right?
Yes, I've got.
Okay.
I've
There's a
got
guard
some
there.
Lovely little
Hello.
fruity oatcakes with some sugar on top for those who are.
Okay.
guards.
Hello.
I'm just here to give some treats to the horses, and I'll bake you all something as well. And I'll pull out the little oatcakes and some fruit.
Okay.
Probably honey
Roll-
drizzle, actually.
Roll me a charm.
A charm,
please.
I would be happy.
And you know what? You could have advantage because you've kind of added to it. You've baked
Cake.
something to it.
That's great. Advantage.
You do have advantage, so it's a success.
I love it.
Yeah. And they go, oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
A bit sticky, but you might want to wash your hands afterwards, but they're very good.
Will do. Thank you.
They have to go wash their hands. They won't be at the and I'll go and I'll
The perfect
feed
getaway.
the horses the oatcakes and I'll
So you head
wake them up.
outside. You head back into the thing, and you can see the horses. Your your
Three.
3 horses. Yeah, 3 horses there, and the stable's boys just kind of, just putting them through it. Grooming
I've got
them,
an
making sure
oatcake for
they're
him
okay.
as well.
He kind of like, hello.
Hello.
Will you be leaving?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I've put all the saddles on and everything like that. I
thank
just
you.
need a little help hitching up so the wagon's a bit big.
That's what
you
I'm
see.
here for. And afterwards, I've got an oatcake for you.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice. No one gives me anything, really. They kind of just give me a
Oh.
clap around the ear.
Well, I've got oatcakes for you. You've got a little fruit in them and some honey drizzle, and I'll give one to the horse, eat one to each of the horses, and he's already saddled up, and then
Yeah.
here you give this one to that horse, so he stops. He's a bit fidgety, that one. So yeah, you
Okay.
give him this regular oatcake, and I'll hook him up.
And he does exactly as you ask, and it's
And
going
this
to take a
one's
bit because you
cute.
still got to guide them around, and horses, some of them are a bit and stuff like that. It takes a bit.
Yeah.
With all this, inside you hear footsteps upstairs. And you hear footsteps start coming down the stairs, and you see, in one hand, a figurine of a clam. In the mouth, you see another one, and on his arm, where his left arm should be, is the bag, but it's kind of tucked up into his torso. So he's like wearing it. Hello.
Just for clarity's sake, does it look like he put anything in the bag, or he's just
No,
carrying
there's
the
no.
bag
In
with
his
him? All
arm.
right, okay.
His arm is in the bag.
Oh, the magic trick of putting things in bags. That'll blow his fucking mind.
Probably pieces of witchcraft. Oh, I'm sorry, Edgar. We can't understand what you're saying because you have a...
Someone take this, please.
Oh, sure. Here, I've got it. I'm going to pick it up. Oh, it's
a
Tell
clam.
me about this.
That is a horse.
Clearly, yes, it has such beautiful work that you've done on it. A stallion. Oh, great. Have you seen our horses before?
No.
We have 3 beautiful horses. Here, take this. I'm going to load him up with, like, stuff. Come and see our horses.
Okay.
Start heading toward the stable.
Okay, he's going to start following.
Mm-hmm.
And the guard's there. He sees
Hello.
the Lord, the Lord's son going with you, and he nods as you just walk by.
Just carrying stuff.
Yeah, just carrying stuff.
Right.
Let's just say the guards don't look at it as an oddity. He's probably done a lot of weird things.
It's Edgar.
Yeah.
The guards have a saying in this town, and it's, that's Edgar.
That's it. That's an Edgar.
Said, look over here. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be holding all that. Why don't you put it here into the wagon? Here.
Okay.
Oh, see, this one. And I take him over to mine. And I said, this one's Moomin. Yes. And see the one that Cersana's getting on over there? That's got some sort of other name.
Can't remember what she called. She did.
Me neither.
Stephen.
It's something like
Stephen.
Or something. I can't.
Mine's
remember what it
Naysayer.
was.
It means wolf or something in some sort of old Saxon.
If only Susie was watching.
Yeah, well,
A good person. We would know.
I mean, she has no one to blame but herself.
There it is.
Bera. That's Bera. That's Cersana's on over there.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I'm sorry. Look around. Is everybody out by the wagons and horses now?
I think if we're all looking like we're following, I would be going as well, and maybe looping arms with Lady Alice to make sure she actually follows as well.
Alice has overheard the name of this horse and is just staring at it, confused.
You just see Edgar just constantly like stroking the mane.
Barnabas, before he walked away from the door following everyone, did the front door that he opened, did it have any of those like bolts at the bottom of it that go into the ground?
bar?
No.
Oh,
It's got
okay.
a bar though.
No,
It's got the bar that
You could bar it. You could bar it closed.
Yeah, that
It's
looked
quite
too
heavy.
obvious. So no, he would have just followed on.
Okay. So
And
you're
so
all
everybody's-
basically in the stable area, right?
Getting out there, and I'd say, there's Aethelfrith. Aethelfrith, what's the name of that horse that pulls the cart?
Naysayer.
Naysayer. That's right.
He says nay.
You get it, Edgar? It's a joke. That's what horses say.
Yes, I get it.
Yes, and now we are
I
going
know
on
what
a ride.
horses say. I'm not stupid.
Of course you're not. And we have to take the horses out for exercise now, to get them out to move around a little bit.
Oh.
You wouldn't want to be just cooped up in your bed all day for days
do-
on end, would you? You like to
Come
walk around
with
the
us.
castle.
I don't know. I like
get
my
to
bed.
Yes, it's very nice. You get to choose for yourself whether you want to come with us or stay here. That's your choice to make.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
In the background, Barnabas is just going,
Please no, please no, please no, please no, please for the love
Why
of
don't
God,
you go
no.
inside and think about it?
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to come in and see more of my my wood?
As soon as we are back from our horse exercises, we will come and you can show us your wood.
Okay.
Has he got them on him still? Could
yeah,
I have
he's
grabbed
got-
one?
He's got one on him. He spat out
Just
the
the
other.
horse. Right, so he had a horse.
Asbjorn's got picked up the one he spat out.
Yeah, you don't know what this one
Are
is.
they
It's just a
any?
clam.
Are they any good?
They look
well-
like clams. Yeah, they're pretty good. They just look like clams, just different
Like
shaped
clams?
clams. Yeah,
Clams.
like different shaped clams. You know, like so the horse one's quite large, The other one that he's got is a bit smaller and it's a bit more curvy,
No.
and smooth.
So, wait, like we're talking shells, like
I'm not sure
clams.
Kate's getting this.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
getting it. Yeah.
What
Okay.
does Lady Alice make?
Oh, okay.
Well,
There we go.
Okay, so they don't look like clams, really. They look
No, they
like you might.
absolutely-
Why can we say penis but we can't say the other? Okay,
This is
fine.
The other?
Sorry, I'm dumb. I'm like, got you.
No, it was subtle.
Okay, well, I was about to start questioning the whole shells. Like, where do you? How does he know what a clam looks like? I thought it was a whole hidden
great
meaning,
question.
but it was just not the one I was thinking
It's
of.
not.
It's a hidden meaning he's not aware
There's
of.
a meta meaning. Yeah.
Clam. That's what people call it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Astrid,
you
it
know, I'm
looks
not
like a
hip with the
vagina.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
dear.
in case. Yeah. No one else did that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'll just
Okay,
gonna
well,
go back into my corner in my round
I mean,
room.
it's like surprisingly, it's a pretty decent. I mean, even the ones the Lady Alice does with clay, they're good. They just look. Everything
Old
always
dicks and
just looks
vaginas.
like, you know.
Exactly what I intended it to be.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. No repression
brilliant.
or anything like that.
Apparently much cleverer than I thought I was.
You're very clever.
So
All right,
and then, well, with Asbjorn tells him to. He's okay. Goes to Father Barnabas.
Oh.
Would you like to see my wood?
No.
Okay. Goes to Astrid. Would you like to see my wood?
You know what? Yeah, she will. She'll have a look.
Follow me.
What do you think, Esther?
Oh no, I thought you meant that one. And
Oh, you can see this one if you want.
right, I'll see this one.
Yeah.
I
really
don't
like
think
this
if Astrid would
segment.
even know
Think
what
they
it
look
was,
great.
because you wouldn't see your own.
Asbjorn's holding his tongue.
I mean,
Alfred knows exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Yep. They're quite lovely. The attention to detail is really quite stunning.
Do you want to see more?
Oh.
Oh.
yeah. Why don't you
Bring
go
some
and
more down.
yeah, go fill
Bring
up
us a
that
fresh
bag.
round of
I've got
sculptures.
so many.
Well, you should go and make a big old pile of all of yours, like on your
Bring us
bed or
the
something,
best
and we'll
ones.
come back in and
Let me
see
show
them.
you a trick, Edgar, and I'm gonna like take the bag I've noticed he's got
Bag
ripped off
trick.
his shoulder, and I'm gonna take whatever it is that Astrid's holding. I'm gonna put it in the bag, and I'm gonna take the horse, and I'm gonna put it in the bag. See, you can fit so many in here. There's still room for so many more. And then I'm gonna take it out, and they don't disappear. They're just in a like it's like an extra hands.
They're still
Oh.
permanent, even though you
Aren't
can't
you
see
clever?
them. Yes.
And I'm gonna take
She is very
the
clever.
horse and put it on over here. Just a second. Here, why don't you
Open.
fill this up with some more?
Thank you. He turns to
Oh.
Lady Alice. Alice, would you like to help select what things to get?
Well, you should bring all of them.
There's a lot.
You could do 2 trips. That's the brilliant thing about bags. You can use them more than once.
It's true.
You're so smart.
I know.
Okay. I will be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Take your
Don't
time.
forget to get plenty of them.
Biggest, warmest smile on his face. He seems genuinely happy.
God
And he
bless
turns
that
and goes back
idiot.
in with a little skip.
Oh, he
I'm
learned
gonna
about
miss that
bags.
guy.
We talk about valuable.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I like put the horse sculpture away? Because I think that's gonna live inside a nice house. It's too good not to. Let's sit right next to the piece that Lady Alice made for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Souvenir.
perfect. That is, yeah.
Ah.
Perfect. Gonna
I
collect.
think Asbjorn's gonna pull Astrid up onto his horse.
Okay.
Lady Alice, let me help you into the... Actually, Father Barnabas, could you, Lady Alice, get in the back of the wagon for me? I've hooked it up to the conversation.
Done.
And he's already half
Thank
climbing in the
you.
back.
All right, remember everyone, horse exercise. Let's go.
Horse exercise.
So you start going forward. As you start going forward, you see the Lord there, and he's got 3 guards now around him, and they're talking. And he looks and turns up. Oh, you going anywhere?
Just getting some. We just keep moving. Just getting some exercise.
The horses
Oh,
usually
Be
walk.
very careful. There are wolves around you, so don't go too far.
We shan't. We will
Course
not go anywhere near the
We've got
woods.
to see Edgar's sculptures when we come back.
Yes, we have a date with your son in a little
God,
while.
those things.
With him and Alice, they have something important to discuss.
Wait, what? Wait, stop!
Yes.
Stop! God, stop them! And the
No,
guards.
we just go.
All right, give me. So roll me a ride, or horse ride and cart and stuff like that.
Yep. Oh, I
Oh, yeah.
used my
Oh
advantage
dear.
from earlier, Tom.
You've already. You can. That will still not be enough.
Oh, still not be enough there. Okay, all right. I'll push it.
You both want to push
If you're
it?
gonna push it, I'm
Push
gonna
it real
push it.
good.
Because if one of us fails, why not both of us?
Why not both of us, right?
God damn it.
Oh!
I did not succeed my push, so we both fuck up.
So, essentially, the guards kind of start running to stop.
Imagine we try to get the horses to go, but they're a
Asbjorn?
little hungry, and they just stand in front of us
Yeah.
and we're like, fuck.
They,
never mind.
Malnourished
your
horses.
horse gets spooked because of the sudden. You kind of like quickly want it to go fast, and it gets spooked by the movement, and it rears up, and you fall off your horse, and the thing starts to kind of like just dart to one side, away from you. Your one, Lindy, yours essentially they just stop. He just.
They heard stop, and he saw.
Yeah, and it just and it just starts
Aw.
eating on
He's like,
the
"Yep."
grass, and you're like, oh no. And the guards go around, and he's what do you mean, my son and Lady Alice?
He's
they
been
just have a
showing
lot
me
in
his
common.
wood. It's ever so good.
I beg your pardon.
Do you want?
Oh,
to
this guy's got brain cells.
Skull. Oh, thank God! I thought I was in trouble then. Oh,
That's and the
Lady
man
Alice.
dangling off the wall. He's sweet.
May I? This is
What?
Lady Alice, may we have a conversation just down here, please? If you wouldn't mind. And he extends his hand to kind of help you down.
I
And he
hope.
comes. Okay. My lady, would it? May I ask? What is your family's name?
Well, I just call them Mummy and Daddy.
Oh yes, of course, yes. What is
You
your
keep them
full
busy, get the
title?
horses.
Your full name. And by the way, the guards have kind of already just wandered away from your horses now. That
Perfect.
you know,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we go to fetch the
Calm
horses,
down.
get them back.
yeah. You'll need
Mine's
to
just
try and
eating.
catch yours, Doc.
Yes, happily.
Sorry. So you introduce yourself, your Lady Alice
Hornride.
Hornride, a very wealthy, well-to-do family.
Oh gosh, yes.
Wonderful. And you've met my son. What do you think of him, Edgar?
What do I think of him, Edgar?
My son, Edgar, yes. What do you think of him? Do you like him?
I don't tend to think of him unless he's right in front of me, and then I can't stop.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But perhaps if I got my son, we could, discuss certain matters.
Is this about wood again?
No. Are you, perchance, may I ask, are you, betrothed to someone, or?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
And like in
I
the
mean, very
background, I'm like
long?
this.
Have you been betrothed very long? I mean, when are you due to be, married?
Oh, any minute now. As soon as he gets his act together, he's ever so busy, you know.
Oh, an absent, fiancé?
I'm just terribly busy working. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, of course. As a lord, I have to follow all this and everything like that. Let me come back inside and let me show you Edgar, and we can have a talk.
I've already seen
you know,
him.
we can have a more personal talk. You like him, don't you? And he starts leading Lady Alice back inside. Yeah. And the
been
guards are
guided
there.
and
They're just
confused.
walking next.
I think Barnabas would have
Do we
jumped
notice this?
down,
Oh yeah, you totally noticed this. Yeah,
and
it's
he
not-
he would like come up to Lady Alice and be like,
Oh, Lady Alice, I don't think your fiancé would approve of you entertaining possibilities of other men.
Oh.
He does see everything, remember?
Oh gosh. Yes, that is a very good point. He would know, and he'd probably be very cross, and he'd probably want to kill you instantly.
And he could do it.
He's terribly powerful. All powerful, some people say.
Big history of smiting.
Okay. Father Barnabas,
Yes.
roll me a fast talk.
"That's not fair. I'm religious." All right. It's not gonna
Yeah,
be
but
good.
this is Ooh.
Oh no!
That's so bad.
That's such a failure.
Okay. And he pauses for a minute. I assure you, my lady, that we have no ill intent for you. A simple conversation with my son. Now, where's the harm in that? You've already talked to him once before, and your fiancé hasn't been angry or struck us down or anything like that, right?
No, I suppose not. But I haven't seen him, and I do really feel like I should confess everything to him every time I see him.
You are, well, quite devoted to your fiancé. Oh, is he around here? I don't think I saw him part of your entourage.
Oh, he's definitely around here somewhere.
Should I have my guards look for him to bring him here?
If you could, that would be very useful.
Yes, of course. I just need a description and a name, if you wouldn't mind. Okay,
you'll
listen
know
to
him
this.
when you
Right,
see
you are.
him.
Sorry?
Just the most impressive person you've ever seen in your entire life. If you feel like your eyeballs are going to burn straight out of your head just because you're looking at something so magnificent, that's him.
One of the guards points at Asbjorn. No, not him. Oh, sorry.
Asbjorn winks at the guard.
He blushes. Right. Does he have a name?
Oh, he's got lots of names. It depends who you ask, really.
Oh,
It's
well,
quite
I'm asking
confusing.
you.
Well, I just call him Darling.
Darling. Yeah, we need something more like yourself. You're Alice, Hornwright, and
Right.
if we were to shout out to get his name, we would say.
Well, most people complain he doesn't answer straight away, but if you walk around shouting Jesus Christ, usually that works.
But we cannot say that. We can't. And he goes like, no, blasphemy, such like that. We cannot say such things.
Oh,
Well,
no,
yes, quite. It makes it very difficult to call him, you know?
Suppose. Why? I'm confused.
Well,
wait,
If you shout, oh God, people come running and think you're in trouble.
yes, of course.
You know
Although-
what? And I'm like, get the horse's face out of the berry bushes.
Yeah.
You know, Edgar was actually quite busy filling an entire flour sack full of his sculptures.
Hello.
Oh, he
Oh,
had already
hello.
done. Well, look, you don't need to go anywhere. We can talk right here.
Okay. Edgar, come here. And he's kind of dragging it onto and this thing is bulging full of clams. And he drags it across.
Sack Full of Clams.
Sack full of clams. That's the Hobbit family you never wanted to meet. So you were dragging it, and it was. It goes right. I've got all this thing. Oh, hello, Daddy. Yes, hello. Come here. Put those down. Okay. Heads on over. Now, Lady Alice. You have. How long have you been engaged?
2, 3. You can almost smell burning as she tries to figure out a concept of time and can't.
Edgar put his sack of clams onto the back of the cart.
Oh, he just dropped. They're in the middle of the road. He just dropped
Oh.
them as soon as his father came, and he kind of just walked over.
I think it was a Wednesday.
So, you would say a long time?
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh, my dear. It is possible that he has forgotten or is no longer interested.
Oh, you are funny.
But my Edgar here is available right here. He's from a good family. Hello. He
Hello.
could he could maybe be partnered with you while you wait for this fiance to arrive, should he ever arrive.
Oh, like a Jason.
Like an Edgar. He's Edgar, his name is. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Dear God.
Right.
I mean, apologies.
Darling.
Maybe if we step back inside, have a bit of food,
know
a bit
what?
of wine.
And I'll walk over and I'll say, why don't, since we have to exercise the horses anyway, we take them on a little circle around the village. The two of them are like a romantic carriage ride. Because I see what
That
you're
might
trying to
be
lay down
too
here, Mr.
romantic
Lord.
if Lady Alice and
Barnes can chaperone. He's very responsible.
No.
Well, we would
My
have to watch
son
over
is
him
not
as well.
going out of this place with the wolves around. No, it's too dangerous.
Like,
I would
you know,
highly
you
recommend you.
You know, we
Not.
said like just a little loop.
No. There's plenty of time. They can have plenty of exercise inside.
Oh, please do let us walk. It's been ages since I've been on a carriage ride, and I think Edgar would like it, wouldn't you, Edgar?
Okay, charm it.
What?
Unleash it.
Horribly wrong.
Yeah. If this fails, my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah, it's sounding like that might
We
be
need
a thing.
Lady,
Oh,
Push it
in
real
fact,
good.
80, you gotta push that. You
Yeah, I'm gonna push
push
it.
that and re-roll it, or at least spend luck.
oh my
You could spend-
god!
You could spend
Ow.
11 points of luck.
So as you
Fuck it,
say that, he becomes
No, but it's been pushed, so isn't
Oh
that?
yeah, I can't.
even worse. He
How?
he
How?
becomes-
It's the one skill she's got.
The one skill we need Susie back. We
No,
rolled like
nothing is
shit
basic.
since she's left. That's
No,
all I'm
Jay
saying.
has
Susie-
stolen all the good rolls, and he's using it on shit like
Mhm.
baking.
If Susie was here, the punching would have started already.
Susie, don't
Yeah, I
know
mean-
me in chat like I had some fucking control over that. I
Yeah,
just
I
clicked a
know.
button.
So, as the hand and the smile, it works. It works. He is kind of, but he almost instantly looks at you as a daughter, and he's like, "No, I couldn't. I
Oh,
couldn't
no.
bear the thought of you being hurt at all. Guards, take them inside quickly." And the guards start to move Edgar
look at
and thing
Asbjorn.
inside, and
Like,
they
oh,
start to
guys.
move inside, and they're about to, and they open the door
Yeah,
and they
Asbjorn,
walk inside.
We're, like,
I think it might be
So-
time for us to lean into the
And the
battle
Lord
mouse.
turns
Mhm.
and he says, "You're welcome to partake in the feast, or whatever you wish. Thank you."
What we wish is to leave. We need to make way, and you cannot hold us here any longer. And that
I
is
would
final.
not- I would not dream of holding
No,
you.
we are
here.
taking
You are
Lady
free.
Alice, and we are going from this place. You are obviously doing some sort of machinations to keep us trapped here for some reason, whether it is to marry your son to her or something like that. We can handle ourselves. And Sursana looks very angry. Look at her.
I'm fucking
She's
mad
fucking
for it.
crazy.
I tell you.
He turns and looks and goes, "I apologize if you think that I am doing this to hold you. I'm merely suggesting you stay because it is dangerous out there."
Your suggestions
You are
will
free.
cause imprisonment, and
I
we
will not-
will be taking Alice with us. And we will
She
be going
is
from this
free
place.
to go wherever she wishes. She is gone inside with my son. You are free to come in and
carriage ride for you.
Oh gosh, lovely. She's just lying in a circle.
And as that happens, we've got cakes inside for you.
Oh
We've got better
gosh,
cakes.
lovely.
Your husband's out
And then
here.
I'll hold out the oatcake with the honey drizzle dripping. So, because Lady Alice is a very visual person, she might hear this cake
Oh,
outside, but
look.
she can see the cake.
Object permanence.
And he goes,
Lovely.
Shaking the
as he
kitten
looks, he goes,
food.
and thank you. And he shuts the door to like eyesight gone with Lady Alice inside.
Oh, God, he closed the door.
Damn it!
And
house.
and
He's
and
looking
with
over the
Lady Alice, he
threshold.
comes round and he goes, right, well, let me talk to you about my son. Edgar, come here. Hello. And he gets by and he starts leading you down the hall.
One of us should go in. We don't know where she's
pick her up.
disappearing
Alright.
to.
Gonna give Alice a piggyback ride.
All right, here we go.
And I'm
Throw
gonna
the doors
walk
open dramatically.
Entrance of Aragorn.
reins over the carriage. Thank you.
Oh wait, should I take my shirt off first before I throw the doors open dramatically?
I mean, I think Astrid would like it. And then I'm gonna go.
I'm holding the horse. That
Yeah.
I mean, especially if, to be honest, if Lady Sansa
Santa
also
would
laid,
come, yeah.
so if Santa is going to come, I probably would grab both horses and say, because we need to have our getaway ready.
Yeah.
So I'll stay out with the horses and the cart for now, and watch them and hope that things are okay.
Asbjorn,
I might hook them on the back of the cart so that
Asbjorn
if the cart goes,
and
they can follow.
Aethelfred and Sursana throw the doors open.
As you do
And,
that,
yeah.
he turns round and he says, "Oh, you've decided to come back in?
And I've taken my shirt off.
Oh my, you really have."
He says, the word of God has come here to your shitty little town, and we are going to take Lady Alice and leave. And he's gonna push
he's
past
talking,
him.
I'm just walking up to Lady Alice. Here's a cake.
Oh gosh, lovely.
And then I pick her up so she can eat the cake while I scoop her up and I just walk her out to the wagon.
I
And
do think
Sursana
this is
and
a
like
rather
Asbjorn have like hands on weapons.
inappropriate behavior to hold such a lady of high standards.
Okay,
like
we'll send a
such.
letter of complaint, care of the Archbishop of whatever, and he'll get back to you in the order in which your complaint is received.
I will send a letter to the church of your activities.
No, please
Oh,
don't.
no.
Okay,
Not
let's
the
go.
church. Oh.
Very well. But once you are attacked, don't come back. I gave you food and shelter. And
You certainly did, and you were
Nobody ever
very
comes
gracious up
back.
until the point.
And I
Thank you for your,
Oh.
thank you for your hospitality.
Very well.
Turn, make their way to the wagon and
Hey,
the
what,
horses.
Lady Alice?
Thank you.
I imagine Sursana is like, you want to go? Right.
Yeah.
You fucking, you're
like that.
fighting.
And
Starting.
All
You're
right.
fighting. I'm fighting.
You want to start something? You fight?
you guys get on your horses.
Same CG.
Did you didn't actually get your horse, dog? You didn't chase after the horse. You
Oh,
just
I thought I was doing that. Okay.
Oh, I thought we did.
No. You said if you couldn't have gone back in if you were chasing after that horse.
All right. Well,
Oh,
now
I
he's gonna
thought
go
we'd
and-
done that already while the whole conversation was going on. That's why I said I'm holding the horse, because I thought we'd grabbed it.
Well, he's gonna
Then
go and
I
try
would have
and
tried
get
to
it.
do that while they went in if we hadn't got the horse, because that's why I stayed outside, was to keep all of the horses together. So
Okey-doke.
I'll take Susanna's and I'll loop it on the cart to hold
So
it, and I would
roll
go off
me-
and try and find the other
You
horse.
can roll me a kind of like a the hell would it be to catch a horse?
Track.
Maybe also
Track? Spot
Yeah,
hidden?
track,
Track.
something like that.
I've got spot, hidden, navigate, natural.
Really?
Wait,
Well,
track.
kinda-
Where's track?
Kind of work because that's like
should
dealing
be-
with animals.
Oh,
the
track.
seeds.
Oh, God, my track is 10. Cool. All right, let's try
mean-
this. I'm going to grab an oatcake if that helps and be like,
Yeah.
here,
Okay,
horsey,
I'll give you
horsey, horsey.
advantage. I'll give you advantage with the oatcake.
Yay.
We're doing so well today.
So you try to
So we-
approach the horse,
Yeah.
and with the oatcake, and it just bolts further away
Right,
into the unknown to the
Right,
point
leave Moomin here.
where it's gone. It's just ran. Whatever gear you had on that horse, because you loaded it up, is gone.
We see what you're doing, Tom. Right,
There's only
this is just the
one
way
I
the
don't know
dice
what
roll.
what would
You
we have
rolled-
loaded?
No.
You pushed it hard and you failed, and you failed another thing to check it as a thing. So that's like building up to bad things. Now it's not like completely out of it. You could technically try and chase after it with your horses if you wanted to, but it's gone for anyone on foot.
Yeah. I could have lost my hand axe. I don't know what I would have rigged on, whether I couldn't carry
Well, it was
anything, but-
Asbjorn's
It
horse.
was my horse.
Yeah, but I
most
got.
I'm
the
guessing.
stuff is in the back of the wagon, so like big supplies and stuff. So I imagine personal things for Astrid and like the stuff that because you wouldn't really ride with weapons. You'd normally have them on the side, like for example on you. So if you were to go like, oh god,
I think like his shield probably would have been on the
his
side.
shield's probably gone.
My big staff, I probably would have laid in the cart if I was getting on because
Yeah,
I
'cause
can't.
I don't think you attach a staff because it is.
No,
He
it's a
didn't
bit
have
too.
much else of personal
Not really.
belongings. As a monk, he has like his water skin. There's a fishing line, a blanket. Like the blanket would have been rolled up on the back probably.
So you've left.
so we
you've
probably
lost your
lost at
bedroll,
least a bedroll.
shield, little
We'll
things.
say his
like
travelers. Everything in his traveler's pack probably
Yeah.
is gone.
That. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same with you, Astrid. You've lost your bedroll, sheet.
Oh, okay.
Bedroll,
Oh.
all that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the cart moves slower, so if you wanted to try to use Sana's horse to track down your horse, I could just whack it.
Well, I'm not a horse rider. Like, I have no experience. So I wouldn't be leaping onto another horse to try and find that one. I'll stay by the cart and I'll grab grains and I'll sort of like be shaking them around, but I'm kind of don't want to leave and they're still inside and I'm like,
I
oh
think
shit.
the reason you
Astrid?
kind of failed was because you were concentrating on the ones behind as well. So
Yeah.
you wanted to, but it's like,
Yeah, it was
I
like,
could lose one or I could lose all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Astrid, what are you doing? You're spitting
Your
the
horse
grain?
is gone.
Oh,
I tried to get it back and it ran even further away. I don't know how to deal with horses. They don't talk English.
No. Oh, it's all right.
I tried an oat cake. Now I'm just covered in honey. But it's nice, but the horse didn't want it.
Yeah, that's nice. Yes. It's all right. There's nothing. I have most of my weapons. Oh shit, my shield. Okay.
Yeah, I got my
That shit was an
nice
Old Norse, by
blanket.
the
My
way.
best blanket's on that one.
Well, that's all right. We'll find.
Do you think if we
Figure it
call
out.
it, it'll just come? What's his name again?
Mumin.
Mew.
Oh. That's... All right. Here. Why did you get back on the cart? That's pretty fucking adorable. Come here. And like puts it up on the cart, and he's gonna sit up front with Aethelfrith probably.
Okay.
And get everyone in. He says, "It's okay. It's just a horse. We'll be all right."
Oh, all right.
At which point Barnabas kind of stumbles forward and just puts his hands on the wagon and he's like,
But the wine is okay. Yes?
Yes, the wine is
Yes.
alright.
Seems to
Thank
still
God,
be there.
all the wine.
Oh, good, thank merciful Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be that bad. Okay.
We're gonna take away the booze, Tom.
Well, I was going to say the cart was already pretty full, and now you have an extra person that you need to put on that
What do we
cart.
throw?
like that you
We'll have
think
to leave
Barnabas
something
wouldn't
here.
kick Edgar off of a
Rather
wagon to
large.
keep his wine.
It's true, we have Edgar.
But no, it's fine. It's fine. It's a lot less
Have we
comfortable.
inherited Edgar and lost a horse? Is that where we're at? The horror of this game.
Ride Edgar.
I don't think Edgar
Alright.
followed with you. No.
No, I didn't think so. That's why I was confused. But
No.
You just mean there's one less
Now,
horse,
if
so
we had
Asbjorn's on the
and
cart.
it's just we're on the cart, yeah.
Romantic ride,
Yeah,
we would have
Asbjorn.
gained an Edgar. So
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried real hard.
All right, let's get.
Well, you know where
still.
he is. Should you want him? No one wants him.
Nice.
I mean, Justin does. Doc
What time
does.
of day is it? at
I
the
love it.
moment?
Asbjorn just give two shits about this kid.
Yeah.
We should use him as cannon fodder though. We could have thrown him to the walls, I suppose.
Wow.
What? He wouldn't notice.
Really wouldn't until the last minute. Don't worry, I'm a
Very good
doctor.
at making people better.
Yeah.
And worse.
I think that's what they're talking about as like they tried to ride out of town and Asbjorn's like,
Roll me a
strung
ride.
up? What?
Whoever's riding, roll me a ride. You know what? I should really roll for Susana, shouldn't I? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll only blame you if you did it really bad. Tom.
Dear. Oh dear.
Susie, don't mess this up.
She's fine.
Oh.
Doesn't even need to be in this country.
Okay.
And horse.
Same country as last time. She's.
My horse just wants to eat little grass bits on the side
This
of the road.
horse is not moving. This horse is
Their mind tricks have worked on the
awkward.
horse.
like
Well,
you're
give it a try.
outside. No one has followed outside, but you're just there in the kind of like
You know what Aethel's
area.
going to do? She's going to get off of the wagon and she's going to take the horse by the lead and walk the wagon.
Okay, that will happen. Yes, you can do
Because
that.
we just need to get out of here. He
Yeah,
can fit all he wants in the
awkward
woods,
now.
but we can't. This is embarrassing.
Horses are working for the people.
We've hit the embarrassment. See, we can't
We've hit
get
the
out.
embarrassment stage.
Keep in mind, Asbjorn and Astrid fell off the horse, were covered in mud. Right?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, absolutely.
My horse ran away.
You landed on top of her, but not in a good way.
I
Yeah.
guess we'll just have to share Astrid's bedroll that she put
What?
on the wagon. Oh no.
That reminds me, both Astrid and Asbjorn get one physical stress.
All
Oh,
right.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Only one.
Is it because they're both
My-
frustrated?
Favorite.
Oh, it's so frustrated. They
Physical
would really
stress,
get
is that what we're
5,
calling it?
you know,
Sanity damage from arousal.
Yeah, we're just like, oh god, we were so
I feel
close.
like I should have to make like a power check once in a while. Stay celibate.
Hey, hey, you are in complete and total control of your character in regards to that.
Here comes a power check. Damn it.
Oh,
Got the
no.
boner.
I'm gonna- it's a good job you're not on the horse.
I've got the bulge in my robes. Father Barnabas.
So much power.
Is that your mace?
It's just the movement of the wagon.
We're not even on
You're setting up
cobbles.
front.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And
He
with
takes something and like puts it right on his lap. Nothing in here. Mhm.
and with that, and Asbjorn's bulge, you awkwardly
It's fine. We've left.
leave this hamlet and head, I'm assuming, west.
Nice.
Good.
You're making a real fool out of me. I just don't know what else to tell you.
Let's just go home and let the seals get opened. After today.
Oh,
Yep.
No.
let's just let the wolves take us. It's fine.
To stop the apocalypse, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's so sad about it.
Grumpy and with a boner is such a weird combo.
It's a downer, really.
I remember my
Not the
indie
first time
band.
that's happened. Grumpy with a boner. Yeah.
So you guys leave the hamlet, and with that, we will have a very quick break.
God.
Thank God.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, you'll have a quick break, and all that jazz. So we'll be back in a few.
All right.
5
Bye.
Bye.
So semen is a condiment. Got it. Oh God. That makes
it
Millie's
doesn't-
Twitter
no.
bio all the more terrifying. It's like voice actor, fan of condiments. I mean, I'm
It's not
saying
no,
nothing.
I'm gonna go with
I'm
no.
saying
I'm gonna
absolutely
go with
nothing.
no.
No, come
It's
on
not
now.
no, that doesn't change the taste. There's not flavour
what
in
cum
there.
have you been swallowing? It definitely changes the taste.
I mean, it's a very subtle taste.
All right.
Unless you've applied condiments to it. It's a very subtle taste.
Peachy, if I jizzed on your chips, you would 100% know that something was
yeah, well,
amiss.
I would know. I would know. Of course, I would know.
So there we are. It
It's
must
like
be a
suddenly
condiment.
my chip butty is now poutine. I would know something was up.
Is that the Canadian dish, poutine?
It's just cheese and chips.
I want that. I've never had it.
It's cheese and chips.
Oh,
mate.
okay,
It's
but they
cheese
make
and
it-
chips. You've had cheese and chips.
But Canadians, like, they talk a lot about
Yeah,
poutine
they
as if it's
fucking-
like... Oh, all right. So you see down here...
Those massive spiders
Yeah,
that we hate.
that's
yeah.
what I saw
See them?
earlier and was like, no, but it was nighttime and I got to like...
That's what I nearly just ran into.
Yeah, that's the bad place.
Yeah,
But
let's not
just
go
round
there.
here is the lab I
Good
found.
place? Ooh.
Well, it's a place. We're yet to determine its moral.
You alright there, darling? Sweetheart, are you okay?
I'm having a cardiac event. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Yes! 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 Fuck yes! Ah! Oh! Fuck that guy! Do you want to see my penis? I'll send it in a text. I know you don't even know my name, but that's the game. Would you like to play? You'd think you could report it. But all media platforms generally are run by men. Enjoy the patriarchy with this picture of my cock. You can't unsee it. Nor can I explain it. Perhaps it was fairly cold. It's an impressive member, I think you'll find. I'm pretty sure you'll go blind. I am Lucius Alabaster of Alabaster's Analeptics, abating, allaying, and alleviating all antagonistic and aggravating ailments.
I have no... Was he speaking French?
English.
Would you prefer it in French? I could give it to you in French. Is that easier?
Go on then.
Je m'appelle Lucius Alabaster. On va appeler suite. On veut t'appeler pour vous. Je vais à la ponte le parc. Je vais tout remettre à
He said the same thing.
Okay, well, let's start with the obvious. Okay, this is the origin of Crimpets. This is the origin of Millie's Crimpet character, the cream-frilled Crimpet, which, ironically, she was last night. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Oh! Okay, we'll put that... we'll put that... Careful now. Careful, Brian. Brian, watch out for the... Oh, no. Oh, God, what a day. Oh, Jeff just would not shut up about those fucking clients. Hi, love. How you doing? Oh, terrible day. Just awful. I'm just going to flop down on the sofa. What's this fucking plant in my face for? No, I've had enough. Every time I come home, there's just more fucking plants. I've had a day at work. I get home, I just want to sit on my sofa and look at the TV halfway across the room and look at my nice orange kitchen that reminds me to eat fruit so I don't die of a heart attack, and I have to get abused by leaves. Fuck you, Jenny. I want a divorce. You ever think bleaching your anus should be called changing your ringtone? All right, cause you win the internet. Fucking hell, that's brilliant. Oh, stop. Yay! Ow. Ow. No. Ow! Ow! Why? Why do you hate me, chat? Why are you like this? No. The hard bit is because it keeps turning the camera. Like I'm just fighting the camera permanently. Okay, no. Okay, no. Let's go this way. Oh! Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. Sir, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I couldn't sit. No, I'm sorry. Please let me. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Are you okay? Are you okay?
It does look like you're just you're bragging on Jay.
You're bragging on Jay.
You're just like, look at this, Jay. Look at my internet speeds.
You're also live on the internet. Don't say fuck or bugger.
Okie dokie.
Okay, okay.
Bugger.
I love how serious you looked when I said that, even though you were already on camera. It was like the best version of corpsing. It was like, ha ha ha, ragging on Jay live.
Blue steel.
They changed the stream category to ragging on Jay.
That's every stream category I go into.
So we're back.
Yeah.
And you guys are one horse less.
We are doing so well. That's how we're doing.
Really well.
Winning.
Well, brilliantly. All our animals are here. Other lives.
Yeah, yeah.
When you think about it, we chose Alice over the horse.
We
That
did.
was,
We
that was
did.
dumb.
That was really dumb.
That was our first
A horse is
mistake.
useful.
I didn't have any shields.
It's true.
But you could
You are-
entice me back
Alice,
with a cape,
you are
which
a
is more you
shield.
could do.
So you guys start heading west. You started the day quite late because of all that going on. So it's not long before the sun starts to set. And the further west you go, further you notice that the dirt road you're on gets rougher and rougher, and becomes harder and harder to kind of travel on it, until the point
I'm
where
walking the horse.
I mean, if you know, it's still quite difficult because the road is almost turning into a non-existent. So it goes from a well-worn road to a kind of like just a dirt path, and then it's getting worse and worse, like less tread on. However, it's not long before the sun starts going down. You can continue traveling
in a wood?
at night.
Are we in the wood, or are
You're
we not
in the
quite
woods
reached
yet.
the
There are,
wood?
like clusters of trees. You're in a wood.
Yeah, but it's not dense
it's not.
forest.
It's not dense forest, no.
Should we stop? Should we make a camp somewhere?
We should definitely start thinking about it. Might be best before we get properly into the woods, but
Wouldn't mind some time to maybe, I don't know, hunt, see if we can get some skins for sleeping and without the bedrolls.
well, true. Well, the skins will take some time to prepare, but some food would be always good. What, can we still see the settlement behind us? Like, how far have we really travelled in that sense?
You haven't really travelled too far. You probably could if you left the wood that you were in. You'd have to go a bit further back because
right.
Yeah,
but we could sit until we start. Yeah.
Yeah. So you haven't travelled too far because you've had to walk essentially.
Yeah. We've been going slow.
And it was a slow
no, I don't need to. I was just curious, like how far from the settlement we really felt like we'd gone. I would be looking back at the settlement a bit. Did anything seem like it maybe changed? Any sort of haziness that came over it or didn't?
Roll me hidden.
Mystical bullshit.
Oh my god, our rolls today. Okay.
I don't think you guys have rolled them.
I started looking, and as Bjorn was right there, and so the eye line shifted quite a lot, and I was really just staring at Pex because he hadn't put his shirt back on for quite a long time.
And make a better door than a window. Asbjorn is looking up front. He's just watching where Aethelfrith is walking, and I would imagine Sana's riding next to Aethelfrith and like talking to her and stuff. And
well, Susanna, if I know Susanna and Susie, she would have dismounted and walked side by side. So she's got
rested the horse a bit more as well and stuff.
That's also smart. Yeah.
So he's scanning. He's looking for like a smart place to set up camp. Just a little ways off the road in case they're followed. But also just some place with some sort of cover and. Protection from the elements.
Roll me a
natural world.
Natural world, yeah.
A success for once.
Success. Okay.
30 under 38. Yeah.
You see, you've gone up ahead, just a bit quicker. You've walked up ahead, like a little jog ahead to have a look
with
around.
my shirt off.
And you notice that to the side of this road, just a little bit, you can see a nice little clearing, which has got very good cover. With dense trees around it. It's got a lot of flat land around it, so you can have a nice flat seat, but it also shelters you from the elements as well. It's a good campsite.
So he'd come back and say, Aethelfrith, Susanna, there's a clearing not far from here. It'd be a good place to set up camp for the night. Aethelfrith, speak up. Enough of your romantic whisperings to your wife.
Threw me back in. Yes, no, the clearing sounds great.
Good. and Susanna, what do you think?
I think it'll be fucking nuts romantic, won't it, Arkin?
Okay, well, it's the best we can come up with. So, just leads them back in that direction.
Okay. So you start heading off to the off the road into this clearing to set up camp. So you guys are going to set up camp for the night. Is anyone going to do anything specifically tonight? Is there something they would like to do?
Asperner was going to try and do some hunting.
You want to do some hunting?
Food and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, no problem.
But, does anyone want to come with me?
I'll go.
Oh, I.
Okay.
I'll go.
Oh.
I've got the hunting bow. He might need to help me because it's very strong.
Okay. Yes, it's very tight. You've got to really
work it.
It might need some
to
warming.
Open up your chest and
loosen it up for her a bit.
Right. Well, it'll be fine.
Okay.
But once we get some, I'll stop there.
Asbjorn and Astrid head off. Father Barnabas, you see Asbjorn and Astrid head off to go hunting together.
You put me in a very difficult position here because he would see it and in his head he would just be like,
"They are so going to bang,"
and then he'd remember that he doesn't really give a shit, so he'd just stay on the wagon.
Okay, fair enough.
Right then.
I was expecting him to put on a ghillie suit and just sort of stalk us from behind.
And then just as
screaming Bible verses at you.
Something happens. Yeah, Bible verses.
Thou shalt carry
Hit
to the
him with a
valley of
Bible every
doubt.
time he does something naughty.
Bonk. Horny jail. Bonk. Okay. You guys head off. Aethelfrid, are you going to do anything in particular?
Just gonna help set up the camp, like, be
Set
like,
up the camp.
Lady Alice's bedroll's gonna be over here. Oh, we're down 2 bedrolls. Sana, you and I should share. We should leave one for Astrid and Asbjorn. Great, I love that idea too. Thanks, love.
Yeah, alright.
And then I'm gonna like everyone's bedrolls and like, you know, make sure they're nice and covered for, you know, a little bit of shelter. And then I'm getting like the campfire going so I can start some cooking.
Okay, you do that.
Make
Lady
like a
Alice.
porridge and hope they bring back some meat.
Lady Alice, would you like to do anything this evening at the camp?
Do I have any way of baking clay, or is it just? Probably not, really.
Not
Unless
to
you can just
bake.
pop it in a fire.
I probably had very crude ways to do stuff like that.
I'm gonna say you can pop it in the fire to do it. Sure, why not?
All right, lovely. I shall make myself a new item for my bag.
Okay. What is your envision? What are you envisioning this item to be? What are you aiming for?
They're usually to do with things that have gone on recently, haven't they? So I'm going to try. Hey?
Are you gonna make Edgar? He made a Lady Alice.
That's true. Yes, I like that. I love that. Yes, all right. I'm going to make an Edgar.
Okay, no problem. You're gonna make an Edgar. Okay,
awful.
so roll me your sculpting, please. Okay, just a fail. You can use luck should you want to. It's only 4.
Will that make it actually look like Edgar, though?
It will look like everything else in your mind. Yes.
Right. I
If
think
you
I'll
fail-
just see it as a personal failure. Like, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get the eyes right.
That's it. It's a failure. It's a failure. It didn't work.
Does it just have one eye?
Yeah.
The
No, it's
one-eyed
winking.
Edgar.
That's the problem. No, so essentially this is what happens, okay? Lady Ash, you're doing it, and Aethelfrid, you can see that what Lady Alice is doing is making a sculpture of a person. It looks like a person. It's quite detailed, it's quite
Stirring
nice.
the porridge.
And until suddenly Lady Alice looks at it, and in your mind, it's just awful. It doesn't look what you were doing, what you envisioned, and then you just kind of smush it together. You know, that, Aethelfrid, was the first time out of anything that you've seen it actually make something that looks anything
She'll
other
just say
than...
quietly. She was so close.
Yeah.
Reaffirms the failure for Lady Alice, but Aethelfrith is a completely different meaning. Yeah.
As she smushes it, she just goes,
So
goodbye.
close.
Oh. Okay. So, Asbjorn and Astrid, roll me a
Shh, Tom, we're hunting.
please.
Tom,
Oh,
keep your
hey,
voice down.
What, roll a what? Track. Oh
Track.
no.
Could you roll me a track, please?
I rolled very bad because
God.
Roll20 hates me today.
Zach, oh my god, you both suck.
I have shit tracking. I'm great. Can I not roll natural world? I'm 65 on fucking natural world, but I can't track for shit apparently.
You have to track something before. Because you were too loud.
Spot hidden.
You have to track something
Yeah, we were
before
just
you
walking
can-
along going, oh, it's really interesting. We
yeah,
should
you
look for some
are
stuff.
not. You are not looking on the floor. Let's be honest. You're not looking at tracks.
No.
Not those tracks, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a look around, and there is no sign of wildlife whatsoever around.
Seems like it's just deserted around here. Kind of unsettling. You know, like maybe there's predators or something nearby. Do you know anything about the natural world? Is
Yeah, I
there a way
thought
you
so.
could maybe test
but I-
your personal knowledge of it to see if this is a place where predators could be expected?
General natural world.
Oh!
let me think about it.
You watched
All
the
right.
fail.
Oh,
Okay, there you go.
I was
Um,
really expecting it to be shit.
So, you are near probably a road that is somewhat well worn. Probably you're camped maybe a little... you weren't exactly the most quiet traveling and you're not far enough away from the road to really, you'd have to go really quite far out in the dark to hunt for something. It's getting dark, so a lot of the animals are probably going in to hide out. There are nocturnal animals, but they are harder to see.
Yeah.
So there are animals here like hares and squirrels and foxes and all that jazz that would be around here, but it probably didn't help the noise of the traveling of the car, because you've got a fully laden cart, which is very loud. You've got setting up of the camp, probably too noisy, probably just not the right time of day, but that's not to say
I'm
that
sure we can find something
maybe
if
the
we
next day you'll
keep
have
doing
better luck.
Tom, I don't know, like, this sort of time period regarding what they could do, but could they potentially
Fall
try
into a
and
bush, yes.
lay a small trap
Yeah,
for a
absolutely.
like if they see a rabbit run, maybe either I don't know
Fashion,
whether they would
snare.
do snares. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
If
they
not-
absolutely
Because
do.
they didn't really have metal then. Are we metal times? My brain is completely forgotten.
Yeah,
This is it.
We've got
Yeah, we've got
swords.
swords. Okay, so they could probably set up a metal, basically some sort of snare that on the rabbit run, to see if they could at least catch something maybe for the morning.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem.
Would this be
Roll.
natural world track?
Well, it's. I don't know. Could even be spot hidden.
It's like almost like
Looking for
crafting.
the telltale signs of a rabbit run, like the
Okay.
indentations of is what I'm thinking.
Roll me a spot hidden then.
Can we both roll?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Spot that at least.
So you've spotted the telltale signs of a hare activity.
Yeah.
So you found out that this will probably be a fairly decent place to lay a snare. Now, I'm not going to have you roll to lay a snare or a trap because you have been in the wilds all your life. It is second nature to you to do something like this.
Yeah.
So you will successfully lay down a snare. Whether you catch anything or not, you'll find
You can
out
roll
in
for
the
that,
morning.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find it'll take until the morning at the very least for anything.
Oh yeah, they're not.
Asbjorn-
Yeah.
Yeah. Asbjorn looks over, and his snare is pretty shitty. Like he makes one, but like I'll just use the spot hidden roll to be like,
Well, I'll sort of finish laying mine and then see the weird bunch of knots that he's done. I mean, like
Charlie Brown
that's not
Christmas
gonna
tree.
that's not gonna slide. It needs to be able to slide, and I'll try and help him figure it out. Be like, we'll work on this. Maybe we'll work on this tonight, and you can lay one tomorrow.
I wasn't really. I know, but I learned how to hunt.
You
but
probably
I
go
wasn't
right
that
up to
good.
something and just punch it, whereas I'm used to just more the.
Not always, but I mean,
Oh.
yes. Usually they would call me if there was like.
You wouldn't use these
bear
big
or
strong arms to just attack
Punch
something
them.
with your bare hands or something.
Well, big strong arms are one thing, but you can use them in different ways. They're not always for punching. Got her.
my mind is in Cowboy Dolly's a little going ERP stop. Anyway,
Alright, this is a safe space.
This is a fade.
is
In
it?
front of Jason.
This is a
with the
fade
rest
to
of it.
black space.
Oh yeah. Well, I said okay. I did. I mean, like, I don't know
We
whether.
can get closer. Hold on.
To be honest, people in this time period aren't exactly prudish, and they'd probably just be back in camp. And if they actually were going to do it, they just do it when everyone else was around. Like, I don't think anyone ever went to find a private place.
But we've got
So
to.
particularly, definitely not with Doc. Definitely not with Asbjorn. I imagine it's quite a regular, like an open thing. With Astrid, I mean, it's your choice. You haven't been
So
around.
there could be
such
wolves.
things.
And there's
There could
nothing
be
worse
wolves.
than getting
Yeah.
absolutely eaten when you're having fun.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
That
think
turns
they.
this into a
As
real
it's
horror
getting
movie.
dark outside, I don't think they would stop and do anything. But maybe a first base thing. I don't know.
Do you want to?
Hey guys, you're out in the forest alone.
I know. That's why I'm saying something might well happen. But I don't know that they'd want to in the middle of
I'll
the
wait for a while to see if maybe we.
Roll for
catch-
arousal. Roll for
Do you want-
self-control.
Do you want to wait for a
Roll
little
for
bit to see if we
girth.
catch a hare before it gets too much darker and before we head back, or check in the morning?
You know, I didn't hear much of what you said because I had all these voices in my head kind of
Oh,
persuading me to do certain things.
What I'm saying is here, let's go a little distance away, get our scent off
We
the
need to
air,
leave this until any rabbits or hares aren't going to be getting up at this time. They'll get up when the sun comes up, so that's when we'll catch them.
Oh, yes.
But we could wander slowly back. Don't want to get lost in the woods, although
Right.
It's a bit of a long
How
time.
did you get so good at hunting
Well, I'm not so good at the tracking and the hunting with the bow and stuff, but I've laid snares and things because that's kind of I've lived out in the woods with Cassandra and she didn't want me just being seen too much, so I didn't exactly go into a village to the market. So if we wanted to eat something, we had to catch it, really. So fishing or catching rabbits and things.
She didn't want you seen because nobody knew you were there?
Yeah, no one knew I was there.
Oh, that must have been pretty lonely.
Well, a little. I would sort of watch some people in the village because sometimes they'd wander into the woods a little bit, but I guess that's why. And I think Pippin's probably on my shoulder, and it's like, well, that's why I made my own friends.
Oh, yes,
there was like a mouse family that Cassandra didn't like that. She said that they were going to eat our food, but I snuck them a few things. And then I just sort of made my own friends and talked to the trees a bit, and the sort of spirits of the forest and things like that. Really,
we had someone like that in Birka. Sort of a seer that it lived outside of our community, but people would go and if they had important questions or wanted to have a vision or something like that. And,
that sounds similar to kind of how Cassandra was. I didn't personally do that. I would hide. I sort of hide tucked away, but I'd watch secretly through the basket weave and stuff to see what they were doing, and I tried to learn from her.
Did she teach you how to do those things?
Some things she was able to do a bit more. I don't know. She was able to sort of call on the spirits a bit more and sort of do things that are a little less natural in a way. But she taught me about different plants and finding food plants, but also like healing plants and things. So whenever I didn't get sick all that often because she always knew what to do about it. So if I did get sick, I got better pretty quick.
Well, that's important. Was there anything that you wish she would have taught you that she didn't?
Well,
technique.
Tracking. Well, I mean, so because Cassandra could do some more magic stuff, right?
Do magic stuff, yes.
Yeah, so I think
she could do to a certain extent. She could. You've seen her bring back animals close to death. You've seen her revitalize trees and plants at a touch. You've seen her to a certain extent even control weather to a certain extent. Yeah, she's done quite a lot.
Okay, so I mean, like.
But she's always told you not to tell people because of the stigma that goes that she's a witch and they will kill her because she's a witch. So that's something that she's told. She's always told you to keep it private, keep it safe.
Yes. And so wishing for that would be kind of a weird thing to wish for because it's.
I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was interesting things she could do, but she said that most people wouldn't find them very interesting, or that they'd find them too interesting and scary. So I don't know, but to me they were really interesting. You know, I'd want to help bring back someone hurt, like you know, animals that were really sick. Like, what if they can't eat this little herb, and what the herb doesn't do enough to be able to just give it life somehow? I don't know. It was interesting, but there's a lot of
tend to get scared of things they don't understand.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I guess I was never scared of it because I saw it all the time, so it was normal. But she said that it's not normal for other people, and I guess the fact that I couldn't do it made me realize that a little.
It's a lot like it's a lot like what I've experienced coming here. We have different. Where I came from, we have different opinions about things that we thought were normal, and since coming here, just nobility and that guy back there, the nobleman and all that, and I mean, to be honest, sex, you know, it's kind of everything. Everybody here seems kind of closed about it, and very different from where I come from.
Oh. Well, yeah, I think, well, from what I know about the Christian thing is they're all very like, oh, can't, you know, they wouldn't like it if I touched you like this, you know.
It seems that way, you know, but and that seems to be what. Yes, here. Here actually is better.
I don't understand why this is bad. I mean, like it feels nice.
During you were coming as a monk, they drilled into you that sex is bad.
But the funny thing is,
you should be ashamed of the very thought.
They did teach me about how sex bad, don't sex, but also like that's kind of a recent thing. Like the whole priests need to be celibate thing that only happened like 100 years ago or so. Before that, they were fine with priests being married and having sex, having multiple partners, and they just sort of decided to put a clamp down on it, and I feel like I was just a little bit too late to the party.
Oh. Well, so wait, so you shouldn't be doing stuff like that because now you wear the robes, but you're not. Well, not wearing the shirt right now.
No, I'm not wearing the shirt or the robes.
So how would you ever have babies? Because I'm pretty sure that Cassandra at least said that man and woman need to like lie together properly and kind of like, you know.
I know
parts need to connect like flowers and pollen and all that, and they all interconnect.
To make a baby, yes. When
to
the
make
mom
babies,
loves
so
a woman. Yes, that is true, but usually priests do not have children. Or monks,
how do they make more priests?
Just sort of convincing them.
Oh.
Like recruitment. But to be honest,
But if everyone gets recruited to be a monk, there'd be no more babies at all. It seems kind of strange.
He thinks for a minute and he goes, "It is kind of weird."
Yeah. Wouldn't I mean? From what I've been told,
the human
God
race would go extinct.
Yeah, God, like wouldn't that be against what God wants?
Well, yes, depending on who you talk to. If you want my opinion, I think people should be able to love whoever they love and be with whoever they want to be with, and that includes people who love God and the people who don't believe in God and people all over the place. But if I'm being honest, and I haven't really talked about this with anyone except Father Barnabas, I'm not sure this is for me. I'm not sure I made the right choice.
Oh. It's just because they're very persuasive. Among
other reasons, yes. I don't know. I don't think I'm fit
Can you
to
not
be a monk.
backtrack? Can you not just take the robes off? Like I was a nun for a bit, and then I wasn't.
I remember that. But, you can change your mind. It is just... I think at this point, once word gets back to the Archbishop of whatever, I probably won't be approved to be a monk anyway. I was still going through the audition.
Oh.
So I have to find something else to do.
It does seem very odd. God just seems to be wanting to punish people. It doesn't let you guys make babies, and he doesn't seem to want to visit Miss Alice at all.
Funny thing is about God is, I think that if there's some sort of power in the universe, it sort of goes through this lens of everyone. And you've met people, they're not smart.
No, some really aren't.
They're just doing their best. I mean, Alice thinks that God is going to show up in a tuxedo or something and marry her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange. I think they said that she's meant to just dress up like a nun, which she did briefly. But then I guess she didn't either.
Honestly, I don't
Very
think she should be a nun either. I think that she should be a fancy lady who sits around a fancy room on couches and makes penises out of clay.
It is.
I think that's what makes her happy.
I mean, it's art. They say anything's art.
What if living is art? What if?
And to be honest, fertility statues are very popular. She'd probably make a decent living from them.
She probably could.
If she realizes she should sell things for money and get money from them. So she might need an assistant.
Astrid, you make me feel funny. I've had lots of lovers, men, women, sometimes a few at the same time, but it's been a long time, and maybe that's part of it, but I feel like we're both kind of fish out of water. You do know what I mean? Like we're both introduced to a world that's not ours. And
oh, yeah. What the world is kind of confusing. I kind of understand maybe why Cassandra said it was probably easier and safer just to stay in the hut, because I understood how things worked there and in that wood, and I knew every tree and every little plant that was growing and everything, and then I start wandering around trying to look for these seals that keep getting broken no matter what we do, it seems, and there's all these strange things that I don't really understand.
He's going to take your hands here.
And then...
Hold on. Yes, I get it, but this world, in the world outside of the one we used to know, is still worth saving and exploring, you know? And just because something is not in our control or something that's unfamiliar to us doesn't mean that we don't belong there. And I'm glad that you're here.
I'm glad you're here, because I feel a bit funny when I'm around you too, you know.
Oh! You have been touching my torso quite a bit.
Oh, sorry, do you mind?
I like it.
Oh, okay. It's just... Yeah, I don't know. I just feel kind of different and tingly and kind of warm. And it's getting
normal.
dark, so it's nice to feel warm.
Do you want to feel something different? Something else that is nice?
Yeah?
Fade to tree branch blowing in the wind.
So that's the fade to black kind of thing, is it?
Tree branch flapping in the wind.
It's oh, my dishwasher doesn't work.
Carriage going into a tunnel.
Yeah.
Let me bend down and check this snare. Oh!
Yeah. I've got a snare.
Be right back. I just need to turn my camera off for a little bit.
Okay, so while that's going on, Doc needed about a couple of minutes.
Generous.
While that's going on, back at
two
camp,
minutes.
2 minutes. Back at the camp, Aethelthrid, your horny senses are tingling. Something is happening.
They're like that same wind rustles through. And
Yeah.
and she's like, something's happening. Excellent.
But anyone, so Father Barnabas, you're at the camp. Is there anything you would like to specifically do? You've seen Lady Alice. She's kind of trying to do a mold of clay. That doesn't seem to have really worked to her satisfaction. Aethelthrid is prepping for some food. What would you like to do during this time?
I think he would have eaten some food, drunk enough. He would pretty much just sit and look out into the forest. I think anyone that kind of watched him or saw him or looked at him would see him take what is quite clearly a Bible out of one of his pockets, and like idly flick through, not lingering on any particular page for very long, and then just sort of sighing and putting it back in his monk's robes and taking another drink. But other than that, he'd kind of be fairly recluse and
nice
sit
quiet.
alone. Yeah.
Okay.
And just
Bring you a
thinking,
bowl of porridge at some point.
Well, thank you very much.
Yep. It's got like each bowl of porridge is like, because they haven't come back with a hunt yet, so either we're gonna have it for breakfast or they're doing other things. And my spidey Aethelfrith senses tell me they're doing other things. My Baker senses, and so it's just like little porridge with like an oat. What are the oat cakes on top with the little berries and some honey, just to have a little, because they were fresh this morning. So eat them all while they're good. Pass those out and set aside 2 for Asbjorn and Astrid.
working up an appetite.
Okay. So the night goes on, and starts to get darker and darker. Astrid, I'm assuming you both return to the camp at some point, or are you both going to stay separate?
We're lying in a pile of leaves smoking cigarettes.
Okay. All night?
No, we would. I mean, it's very. I'm sorry, Kate. You can absolutely give your opinion. I think it's very
I'm
like
just...
introductory level, like
Yeah.
like kiss on the mouth type stuff. Then we'll come back probably.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. They experimented a little, and then they thought probably should go where there's a warm fire and not wolves. Like they were told about wolves, even if they don't think there are real wolves. There probably are real wolves.
And
So
with
and
your
bears
natural
and
world roll,
yeah.
you know there are wolves.
Exactly. So there are definitely dangerous things in the UK. We hadn't killed them all by then, so you know. There was a lot of things that could hurt.
Yeah, that was those 2.
So we will wander back.
Okay, so you wander back. It's now dark, and you just see the warm glow of the fire with Aethelthrid around it, and Father Barnabas or Brother Barnabas, kind of like around the fire, but kind of on his own, just peacefully there with a mug in one hand and some porridge in the other, and Lady Alice. Lady Alice, what are you doing at this point? Are you just,
Just fiddling with clay, staring into the distance, getting distracted by passing butterflies and whatever else might be about.
Yeah, there's plenty of like moths and stuff dancing over the fire. So 1 second Lady Alice will be like playing with some clay, making it into something, and then the other minute she's looking at it and the shape is gone, and then she starts again, and then the shape is, and it's just a repeat of that kind of process for a while.
I'm living in the moment, Tom.
That's it, living in the moment.
Constantly, forever.
So that's what you come back to. It's quiet. It's not too bad. Would anyone like to do or say anything, or would you just like to progress
I didn't go. Did you find
What?
anything?
Oh, hunting.
Oh, yeah, we found some rabbit tracks and we've laid a snare, so we didn't see any other animals.
Orange. Yeah,
Oh, thank you. It's great.
But I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, me too. Yes, we just sort of.
I think
found a
she
rabbit
probably
warren.
looks kind of flushed. Even if it was a while ago, she probably still looks kind of flushed.
Oh yeah.
Asbjorn's wearing a shirt again, so you know something.
What the hell, man?
Well, we're down 2 bedrolls, so some people are gonna have to double up. I mean,
Oh, I can
Sana
just
and
sleep on the
are
bare
really
ground. It's not a problem. I don't need a bedroll to
Are you
sleep on.
sure?
Oh yes.
Well, then this will be your bedroll, Astrid. And I'll just like point to the one that's kind of like a little tucked away a little bit more.
It's a bit far from the fire, but okay.
It's kind of dangerous. What about?
But I figured people were gonna be doubling up, so we'd have body heat to keep each other warm, you know.
Oh yes, you could
yeah,
double up
that's
with Lady
smart.
Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lady Alice could always double up with Barnabas.
I'll be on the ground, but I can sleep close. I'll sleep close to you,
Right.
just in case of wolves.
Yeah. We should be worried about wolves just in case, because, or not just wolves, whatever attacked that
Snakes?
person.
Damn it.
Snakes too, but whatever actually attacked that person, which could be just a bunch of men or something.
We should set up some sort of a watch.
Yeah.
I'd hate to get a bunch of men.
I think I'll be up for taking one of the watches. Or I don't know if we're doing 1 watch or 2 watches. Last time I didn't, but she has a decent. My spot hidden is the one thing I'm okay at, so it feels like.
Yes, we should
Makes
figure out
sense.
who's best at keeping watch, because mine is.
On a scale of
My
like,
stealth
1 to
and my
100,
spot
I'm like
hidden are good.
74.
Spot hidden is 65.
Let me just have a look at
Mine's
Sana's.
okay. Mine's 30.
Sana's pretty perceptive.
70.
Sana is pretty perceptive.
She
And I would
definitely
imagine she would
stayed up. Yeah,
stay up.
she stayed up once.
Yeah.
I'll do the next watch then, so Sana can wake me up for that.
It's like 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
So who's starting? So we'll do Sana starting,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start.
and then Aethelfrid, and then after that.
Why is Sana slowly turning into a parrot?
She's slowly becoming Edith from last week.
And then we'll go along. Okay. So you all fall asleep as best you can in the night. The fire slowly starts to die down, but Susanna stays up and keeps watch. A few hours pass, and nothing seems to really kind of happen. So she heads on over and wakes up Aethelfrid with a very, very nice kiss to wake her up. And,
thank you, love.
and then just lies down to fall asleep while Aethelfrid thinks. With Aethelfrid, would you mind rolling me a listen
I
check?
would love to. Spot hidden? A listen check.
Spot hidden. Well, it's night, so it's up to you. Listen will be easy to hear something, but spot hidden will be harder to see something. So it's your choice. You can do either one, but it'll be a harder check.
I'll do spot hidden.
Okay.
Spot hidden, because you've put out to bed.
Okay. You kind of
With the way we've been going, I need higher numbers in general.
you have a look around. Doesn't seem pretty quiet. Pretty quiet to you.
Cool.
And then hours come by, no disturbance, and your shift is over.
The next person.
Okay. So Astrid, you are woken by Aethelfrid, and you start your watch. How would you like to do it? Would you prefer to listen for something, or try and find something? You know, spot hidden or listen. Your
I mean, my listen is 20 and my spot hidden is 65. So would kind of rather spot hidden, and it's maybe the dawn is breaking slightly.
It's still a bit. It's winter. Winter.
I am going to. I mean, she's obviously listening too, but I'm going to spot hidden because it's higher and our rolls have been shit, and now I'm going to regret it. No, I'm not. Phew. Okay.
Okay, no problem. You are there and you're having a look around, and you notice a movement. It seems to be maybe like a small animal, maybe a squirrel. It's not yours. You're okay. It's not yours. He's fast asleep on your shoulder or in your bed where you were. You know, in your roll. Yeah. But it is a small. It could be a hare. And you're like, there's a hare right here, and it seems to be just moving slowly away from the camp.
How okay. Well, if it's close by, then I might reach for the bow and arrow and see. If it's not close enough to someone else that I could shoot them by mistake, then I might take a pot shot because it's food.
You could get your bow and arrow. It's gone through the bushes. You think if you could just follow it a little bit, you might be able to get a shot.
What could possibly go wrong? I think. Okay. I think she might get up and creep a little bit, but she ain't dumb to start wandering alone.
You're not going to go far,
forest.
I understand.
So she would go to the edge of their kind of clearing, maybe, to be able to see, still within the firelight and stuff, and not too far away, and trying not to be too distracted from anything else that's going on behind her. But she will give it a go. Okay,
roll me a stealth to see how quiet you're going to be.
Okay. My God, that was so nearly not a success at a 75.
So you successfully grab your bow and an arrow, and you start creeping forward into a bit further out of the thing, and you can quite clearly see the covering is behind you, and you can see the small hare, and it seems to be darting, very just not running, nothing like that, just hopping here and there around. You might be able to get a shot from here if you move a little closer to get a better angle. You'll get a better chance, or you can take the shot here. So if you move to get a better angle, I'll give you, it'll be easier to do. But if you shoot from here, you need at least a hard hit it.
How close to dawn how long has she been up?
A few hours. Like an hour and a bit.
I think okay, what I would like to do, if possible, depending on the layout, is to try and keep her eyes on where the hare was, but kind of not quite kick, but nudge Ashbourne or Susanna or someone.
Too far away from Ashbourne to kick.
Too far.
You've gone to the edge of the. And you
just take a pot shot there.
If you lose sight, if you stop staring at this hare, you're going to lose it. You know you will lose it.
I'm just going to take a pot shot there and then.
Okay, go ahead. Roll me a bow shot to see if you can... this will need a hard success.
Yeah.
Where you are.
Nope.
Okay.
This is actually not as far away as I thought, but for a hard success, yeah.
So you extend the bow, and it just, I think you do a bit short because of the distance, and it just hits and skits on the ground. The arrow snaps, and the head just bolts off in another direction.
She'll kind of curse under her breath and wander back towards the thing. Because seeing her hair means maybe the snare would have done its job. So she's not like desperate, and they're not starving at this point. And it's like, don't be dumb. Don't get distracted. So she'll wander back towards the fire, trying to be extra aware, I guess, of anything else.
So you head back to the fire and you complete your watch, and slowly but surely dawn arrives. It's a gloomy day. There's a mist all along the forest floor, all around you. It's cold. It's bitter. But the sun is shining, and everyone starts to awaken in the morning. And you have successfully had a night's sleep. And you guys can do whatever you want to do. You've woken up, ready to continue on for the next journey, next part.
Can I grab Ashbourne and head back towards the snare?
He
But
did
I would-
give you explicit permission to grab him whenever you wanted.
So, but I would like to also, I don't know if I can roll for this because things change, but like I would like to try and retrieve. I know we're not counting arrows, but it makes sense to try and retrieve the snapped arrow if there's an arrowhead that can be reused and attached. I think they're too
roll me a luck.
valuable.
Roll me a luck.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get the arrowhead.
Excellent.
Where are we going?
Fine. We've got to check the snare.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I just before everyone packs up and things. I mean, hopefully, I saw a rabbit or hare running around this morning while I was taking watch. I missed it. That's why I.
Yes,
Snap the arrow.
let me grab my axe and just in case.
Yeah. So we'll grab what we need.
Through the woods.
All right.
Wander to the thing.
Astrid, roll me a natural world to see if there's anything in the snare. Ooh, okay, nice. Okay, you get there, and there is quite.
There were 5 rabbits. All.
There is a large
all got
hare
the snare
in
at
the
the
snare
same
with
time.
it's quite a large hare that you got.
Oh, look at that one.
Successfully.
Right. Make sure it's actually dead, and then grab the snare and everything, and wander back.
Okay. Would anyone like to do anything else before you head on? No. Okay. So you guys start to head back to the road, whatever it's called, from the thing. I would like everyone to roll a spot hidden for me, please. Actually, yeah, spot hidden.
That's an extreme for.
Okay.
Now we're cooking.
I know.
Now we can see things. It's the sleep we needed.
All
Good
it
night.
needed was some sunshine.
Okay.
Some coitus and a
everyone
night's
else-
sleep.
Near Edgar.
Everyone else, everyone can see. You start going on, and you see during the night. It seems that something has come across, has used this road during the night. Only Asbjorn and Lady Alice, though, realize that there are hoof prints in this. The actual horses that have been doing this. And Asbjorn, you know with an extreme that they were galloping at quite a significant pace from where you're going in direction towards the hamlet.
Further
you
into the
were.
woods.
Yeah, from the
Oh,
woods
nice.
towards the hamlet.
Towards the place we just came from. Lady Alice, look. Do you see this?
Horses.
Yes, horses. See how far their hoof prints are? They were running very fast. But back toward the hamlet. Let's go back and tell the others or tell them as they are right here. Hey, everyone.
Yeah, they're literally right there with you. Yeah.
Mhm. Ah, everyone, look. Alice found horse prints.
Oh. I thought no
Look,
one
they're
ever
running.
returns, and these are going that way.
Right? But why would they be going to the hamlet? I mean, who would go there? Not me. Never again. Nobody overheard anyone talking about expecting people today, did they? When we were at the hamlet? Okay.
No one ever saw or heard anything that wasn't relayed to anyone else.
Looks like somebody came out of the woods back toward the hamlet, Father Barnabas.
That's practically unheard of, according to them.
Yes, they say it never happens.
Blimey.
All right.
Do you
Well-
think they were going? Do you think they're going to attack it? They were going fast.
How many horses do we think this is?
Because you got an extreme success, I would say at least 5 mounted. Maybe more.
4? 5? Maybe a few more. Not enough to mount an attack against them, although they aren't exactly well defended. But again, not our problem.
I wonder where they came from, because I mean, if there's clearly a settlement enough to take 5 horses, unless they were from the settlement and then came back.
A scouting party, but I don't see any tracks going into the woods, only out. Into the woods, out of the woods.
You only see tracks going out of the woods towards the hamlet.
And happily ever after.
What if they came in from the other side, through the woods, and then out this
Woods
side?
don't work like that, Father Barnabas.
How many woods have you seen?
All of them. No, maybe they came from the other side, but who knows what's on the other side? The western part of this island is dangerous, foul.
Should probably head that way then, shouldn't we? Because, correct me
Yes,
if I'm
that's what I
wrong,
think.
because what we've got is some horses heading to an outpost run by an arse with a son who, let's be honest, does terrible things to clams. And on the other hand, we have apparently the fate of the entire world.
Yes, you're right. That easy choice.
God will look after him, don't worry
We
about
should
it.
see if we can find more about this what is the plague stuff and the fox-headed, wolf-headed people, and find this seal thing, people.
Okay.
Town.
So you're gonna head into carry on. So you carry on in the road. So if
Asburn does keep looking behind, just keeping an eye behind.
yeah, no
being-
problem.
you
Keeping
know,
an eye out.
Now that
no
you see
problem.
people pass that way.
So Aethelfrid, if you could do a ride for me, please.
Yeah,
see
maybe
how-
I won't have to walk the horse today.
Yeah, let's see. See how. Okay.
Aethelfrid.
He's a
needed
bit
a
more. You had a conversation with him, you know.
Yep, we had a good talk.
Roll 20.
Yeah.
He had a lot of munchies, a lot of leaves and grass to munch overnight. He's better
Teach him
now.
all about what happens to horses that can't pull carts.
Whatever happened last night, gods or God have smiled upon it.
So.
Thank you, darling.
You guys continue on, and you make really good progress. Even though, as you continue further and further in, you notice that the road is getting less and less well-worn until the point you're on grass. You've gone over a few meadows, a few hills, there's a few woods here and there, until you've just crested over a gentle slope until you see before you a thick forest before you that shows valleys going up, covered in trees. It's safe to say that is the forest.
Did we lose? Sorry, I was just wondering if we were following the tracks of those horses at all, and if we saw where they diverted, or did they just sort of fade out?
They sort of faded out.
So we kind of lost the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good question, though.
Do you think the carts can keep going into the woods? Are we going to make it, Aethelfrid?
So
There's no more road.
Do the best we can. There might be more of a path up there, but we can't see it from back here as well.
True.
Okay.
Might have to walk eventually. Hate to speak that into being, but
You guys approach the forest edge, and for now, you think you can get the horse and cart in it. It's going to be a struggle. It's going to slow you down significantly, but you think you can get the horse and cart in there. It might require you to remove some trees, like small trees or bushes and stuff like that, but slowly but surely you think that you might be able to get through it. And so I'm assuming you guys just continue. However, the further you go, the thicker the forest becomes, and there potentially is a real worry that the horse and cart won't get any further. And can everyone roll me a listen check, please?
Yep.
Okay. Lovely.
That's more like it.
We're all deaf.
Mud in our ears.
I'm gonna spend 10 luck because I said
spend 10
Asbjorn's
luck?
looking behind them. He's trying to be on alert. So I'm gonna spend 10 luck to make that a regular success.
This
Oh shit!
this is really struggling to get through. So the noise of the wagon going over it, the breaking of all the street, it's making a loud noise until Asbjorn, you hear something different from the noise that you're making. It's kind of like a humming, and it's coming just probably around just to your right, in a series of trees just over the other side.
Hold, stop. Everyone, listen. You hear it? It's like this low hum or something. Oh, coming from over there.
It
Like
continues.
an insect hum? A person hum?
Maybe.
Sounds like
Or-
someone just going.
Maybe somebody walking and humming to themselves. Do we see anything coming from that
Really?
direction?
You pause and wait, and you do. As you're looking in that direction, you notice a person. Where is it?
Well, he's in.
Oh my god! While I look it up, there we go. Okay, yeah.
They're in these series of trees. Yeah.
They're in a series of trees. You notice a figure. It's quite a large figure, and it seems to be pulling something. But you need to get closer to get a proper look, because you only see the figure through the trees and the bushes. So you probably need to get a little closer. But it seems to be heading in
Sana,
your
check it
direction.
out.
Sana, check it out. Okay.
No fucking
No,
problem,
I'll go with
Asbjorn.
you. Here. Some of you stay with the cart. Maybe start packing things up to carry the things that we need, and we might have to hide the cart somewhere off the. Well, it's not really a road anymore, but Sana and I will check it out.
So you head off with Sasana, and you head around, and as you turn the corner, you see a rather unusual and somewhat grotesque-looking man. He seems to be pulling a cart with one arm.
The cart has an arm?
No, he has the arm. The cart has wheels. You see
Got it.
one very large, bulbous eye, and the other one is very small and almost permanently squinting. It has a very lumpy and disfigured face with one side drooping ever so slightly from the other. Basically, his head is almost kind of like... his body is quite similar to his head, that the arm pulling the cart is grotesquely larger than the other side that seems normally sort of like muscle, pure utter muscle pulling this thing.
Right.
And what's even weirder is that the lower side just looks like he's got normal legs. So it's just everything seems to be out of proportion for this for this person. They seem to be wearing ill-fitting clothes of very different varieties. They've got a multicolored patchwork cloak that's adorning their shoulder. They've got a very slim, dirty waist cloak that's skin tight over one side, the muscular side, and then hangs loosely on the other side. It's similar with the shirt that has tears in the muscular side, but it hangs loosely on the other. And he seems to have also like a multicolored kilt that he's wearing with quite well-worn boots at the end, at the bottom where he's wearing.
Right. And you said he's big? Like, how big is he?
Big. Well, one side of his, he's big. So he's more hunched over, like pulling. I would say probably he's big, yeah. He's probably close to about 6'5".
So he's about on par with Sana.
Yeah, but he's broader than you. At least one side is broader. Like, the arm is grotesquely big. Like, this person doesn't just lift. It's something is huge.
But only on one side. Got it.
Yeah, and then the other side is more normal.
And he's humming. He seems happy.
He seems quite happy.
Osbjorn looks at Sana, looks at her in the eyes, and says, "Pardon us, friend. Hello."
And the wheels just slowly stop, and the big bulbous eye looks at you, just looks directly at you. And he goes, "Oh, hello. Have I got a customer?"
Are you a salesperson?
I am the peddler. A pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure. The pleasure is ours. You do your trade here in the woods?
I do my trade here, there, and everywhere.
I see.
Come closer. And the big eye kind of looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you come closer, it's almost like he switches his side to the squinting beady eye, and that kind of looks at you and looks at you more intently than the big one, whereas the big one kind of just looks all around.
It's like inverted bifocals. Just
yeah. So, what can I get for you?
Well, I'm not familiar with what kind of wares you trade in. What do you carry?
Everything.
Everything?
And he has a big, massive... His grin is side to side with his face. It just fills his entire face with yellow, pointy teeth. Everything.
And you accept coin? Trade?
I accept not coin, but other things of equal value to what you ask.
And who is the one to determine these things' value?
Well, me, of course.
Right. Well, let us. We're going to tell our friends to see if anybody is shopping.
I see them, and the eye just goes. You mean them over there?
Those are the ones.
Bring them. I'm sure I can find something for them all.
Asbjorn smiles at him and then turns around, and when we see the other side, Asbjorn's like to the rest of the group. Venmo? PayPal?
Is that his name?
Yes, it's Venmo Peddler.
This is Venmo the Peddler.
He just sort of like gives a little like shrug and was like, "Want to come over?" To the rest of the group.
Ooh.
Barnabas will first look down to see how much he's had to drink, and then look back up at this guy who is clearly not normal humanoid, and just be like,
I really do need to stop.
And then wander over towards.
Do you have any shields on your cart, Peddler?
I do.
Oh.
What kind would you want?
Do you have one with spikes? something like a buckler. Not
And
too
without
big, so I
even
can-
looking, the big arm just plops it down and he's just keeping contact with you, and he
So
and
that
it
ready
kind
to
of
go?
moves in a directly
Ready?
towards you. Something like this.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And it is
What's-
exactly the same shield that was on your horse.
That's uncanny. I had a shield just like this.
What do you have to offer?
Oh goodness. Let me look at my equipment sheet. Any interest in a monk's robe?
No.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Well,
But
he
not
pauses
coin.
for a minute, and he kind of. What does it mean to you?
The robe? It means it is a way to hide my true nature, so people don't ask questions about my past, and it is a symbol of faith, but also of disappointment.
And he pauses for a moment. Is it meaningful?
Yes, this thing has a lot of meaning sandwiched in there for a lot of people. Although the meaning has changed for me, so I need to let it go.
No.
All right. Well, let's see what everyone else has. Look, here they come trepidatiously.
Hello. And what can I do for all of you?
This is the peddler.
Hello, the peddler.
What does he peddle?
Is there a settlement near here?
Interesting.
That information needs to be exchanged
Oh.
for something else.
Right.
Right.
He does trade. I get the feeling that our friend here trades information too, as well as
I do. I
good.
trade everything.
everything. Look, but he has a shield just like my old shield.
You can't fit everything on one cart.
Oh, you will be surprised.
Do you have a shoe full of mice?
Shoe full of mice.
You have the back half of the bread roll I ate 3 Tuesdays ago.
He puts his hand in. No.
All right.
So not everything then.
No.
So you're a
I
liar.
could get it if you wait.
I mean, it's a long way away.
It's going to be really hard and moldy almost by now.
Oh yes.
I'll make your day one for the Barnabas, don't worry about it.
Can you bring good weather?
Yeah.
Do you know where the next seal is?
The next what? Sorry.
Seal.
Seal, and his eyes goes very large there. Yes.
Oh. Where is it? Oh, what is it?
Now
Oh,
that
wait, you want something?
requires
So,
something special.
special.
I'm looking at our equipment list from a few weeks ago. Which probably wouldn't count as special, any of these things.
No, we didn't bring anything
all
special. We brought
equipment.
useful
My
things.
Right,
mummy
we
and
have
daddy
no
always said
sentiment.
I was quite special, but I don't think that's what they meant.
Do you offer yourself in exchange.
I'm not
No.
allowed to do that.
No, she's not allowed.
My fiance would get ever so upset.
Oh, he would, wouldn't he?
Can I unhook one of my the trinkets that I've been collecting on the way? Well, I don't have a long list of them, but she's got. Yeah, I reckon she's got sort of maybe a piece of like a strip of material that's really like was clearly from something quite fancy because it's like dyed with a dye that's very hard to come by or something.
Like silk or velvet or something.
Maybe something that's quite it's still a scrap of thing, but it's like color is very rare and stuff. She's like, would you? I mean, it's not. It's hard to come. I like it's a pretty color. I think I picked this up in one of the villages we were traveling in, looking for Alice. It ripped off the bottom of some skirt, I think.
What does it mean to you?
It's very pretty. I don't have another one like it. I'll probably never get another one like it. I was gonna tie it in my hair at some point, but
That would look nice.
yeah. Should I keep it? Well,
It's up to you.
The second should I keep it goes.
but we kind of need to know about the seal.
Oh,
I think
that won't be enough for that. But I might be able to find you something.
Barnabas will see this going back and forth and see Astrid's hesitance, and he'll just. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hang on.
Oh, wait a moment, he has old fingers.
You can have this.
And it seems to interest him, and you see his lips get a little moist. And his normal hand kind of reaches out in a kind of bony-esque kind of. For what?
What would you like to know, Astrid?
Oh, geez. Well, we really need to know, I guess, where. Oh, there's so many things we need to know. We need to know where we're going, and if there's seals to worry about, and
Yes.
and
No, there's
what those
things to worry
people
about.
were riding towards the thing.
We need to know less about that.
where is
Like
this?
How to stop the seal from opening.
How
Yes,
how do we stop
exactly.
the next seal from
We
being
need to go to
broken?
stop it or something.
That's
Yes, it's
probably
like where
the
the center
question.
of the action is.
Where should we go to
Not
stop this?
Enough.
Not enough.
No.
You don't know
If
what
I wrap this around it,
means,
will
do
it
you?
work?
No.
Would you like one of
Something-
these? She'll open the bag.
Oh, Lady
No.
Bunch of
Arabella,
dildos
precious
spill out.
to you.
For something like that, I require something very personal and very important.
Esper pulls out the wooden clam.
What do you think this
No,
is?
like a soul or a
Oh,
person.
Fresh out of those.
we should have
Oh, we should have brought Edgar, yeah.
We should have brought Edgar. He's great. We'd love
He had
him.
both
But-
of those things potentially.
For that, I could tell you who was riding back to the hamlet. Or I could give you something for his cross.
How did you know we were wondering about that?
I think I did maybe
You
mention
did
it.
mention it.
Oh, so well, that would have been creepy. Oh, good. What a relief.
That would have been creepy.
Yes.
What kind of a something?
I don't know.
something that will help where you're going.
Nice.
But you know.
I mean, you might just point. That would be helpful, but we already sort of know that.
I wouldn't.
His hand goes into the cart and he brings out a kind of vial. This. Where you're going, you're gonna need this.
Why?
Color is the vial?
It's a dark purpley vial. You can't see what kind of liquid is inside.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Alright.
It's made of glass. Which you have no idea is, because I don't think there is glass around here
This
yet.
guy
Might be
invented
wrong,
glass.
but it's
Gosh,
very, if
that's
there is, it's
crazy.
very
Glass
rare.
would be very expensive.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the Romans had glass, so like.
Yes, yeah.
Imagine a sculpture made out of it.
So, and what? Do you need a person for that?
Oh no, just his cross.
Can I ask a clarification thing? Is this the cross? Is this the secret Templar cross with the super secret symbol in the middle of it, or
Yeah, is it
Barnabas's
a
old
fancy one or
cross?
his
I think it's his
original one?
normal crucifix, right?
Okay.
His old normal
It's my
one.
totally
That one has more
normal
meaning.
crucifix.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's up to you, Barnabas. It's your cross.
Hmm.
I was hoping for a little more. Throw in the best bottle of wine I will ever drink, and it's a deal.
Roll me a. You can do charm or persuasion. Your call.
How charming am I versus? Oh, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push it because how worse could it
Push
go?
it.
Push it.
Oh!
Damn.
Yes. And he kind of done, and he extends his big hand out to grab. Sorry, he puts his normal hand out to grab the crucifix. He hands over the vial to Barnabas, and then his hand goes back in and brings out a glass bottle of wine that hands it over that's got a label on it. And
Don't drop it. What does it say?
you can't see what it says. It's unusual, the writing, but you understand the numbers, and the numbers say 1837.
They must have made this limited number of them.
Isn't that from the future?
Well, it's either for. Well, hold on. Were we going backwards to this time? Were
We
we?
would assume it's like the 1,337th bottle or something.
That's what Oscar was assuming.
Absolutely. I don't think we'd realize it was a date because we're in like what 900 or something.
Is it corked? I'm assuming it's just corked.
It's corked. Yeah.
How do you get the?
None of you buggers are having any of this.
And Barnabas sort of
That's
passes
fun
the
by me.
vial to just like Astrid and then just wanders
Yeah.
off a little.
It is the best wine you have ever tasted in your entire life. It is
Chateau de-
ambrosia.
How is it?
And he looks at everyone else. Anything else?
Well, are you going to tell us what this is? Like, I mean, is it? Do we drink it? Do we give it to someone else? Is it poison?
If you touch something you shouldn't, you should probably drink it.
Like an antidote?
And he looks at you.
Who's you?
A special antidote. You're gonna need it.
Would you take my cross for that shield?
No, his meant so much more. I will take. And he looks at you. A tattoo for it.
one of my how would I don't want to ask a question I don't want to know the answer to, but
Oh,
no.
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 okay. I can see you really want the shield. So what I'll do is I'll take her piece of cloth for it.
That's up to her.
I hand it out straight away.
He takes it.
You need the shield. I don't need a little
Oh, thank you.
interesting coloured piece of fabric. Maybe I'll find another.
And he pops it back in the cart. And he switches his eyes to Lady Alice. And what about you? Do you want anything from the cart?
Well, I suppose my fiance probably isn't in there, so no, I'm fine. Thank you.
Get a receipt.
Seat.
Gift receipt. No, okay.
Probably has some seats in there.
There are some seats.
And he looks at Aethelthrid. You?
What about me? Oh gosh, I don't even know what I would buy. Just, I'm just pretty content with things.
Oh. Okay. I will give a lot to take that contentment.
Oh. I don't think that's a good trade. I mean, what would you give for that kind of thing?
Information of the seal.
Oh no.
No, it's not
No.
worth it.
No.
We'll find another way.
No, Roy, don't do that. Don't do it. My wife.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure. If you ever need me, just... And his little hand kind of... And hands you a very small bell. Ring the bell. And I will be there to sell you anything you want. Okay?
Great business card. Thank
Oh,
you.
lovely. Thanks ever so much. Aren't you clever?
Yes, aren't you?
And the first
Safe
thing I do
travels.
is put a bit of like pocket lint in the bell so it doesn't accidentally ring. Just
Okay.
and then I'll hold on to that.
Bye.
Bye.
And he
Have a normal day.
pulling
Normal day.
cart away, and he just through some trees and just off.
He was nice.
She seemed lovely.
I mean, I've met worse.
He's very interesting.
At no
try to
point
kill
did
us or
Lady Alice
capture
look
us.
unnerved by that, by the way. He looks the same as all
Not
poor
me.
people to
I
her.
expected as much. Yep.
So, apart from that, anything else you'd like to do? No.
Is there
Stunned silence.
anything else unusual going on?
Just stand around
Well,
for a
this
couple
looks like
minutes.
Yeah, I think we all just take that in.
Yeah, I would like
Blink.
to break it down.
Well, I will
Gave
say
you a
it's getting
belt.
late. The sun is. It's getting late. It's slow
Probably
progress.
Set
Probably.
up camp before we get
set up
into
camp.
the woods tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're in it.
Yeah.
You're
Cook-
already in the
cook
woods.
up properly.
Oh, before we get further into the woods.
Deeper. Mhm.
Deeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that
So-
guy is like the welcoming party, I don't want to think about what's further inside.
Okay. So you all set up camp, and fire and everything. You do watches and everything. It becomes undisturbed. However, Astrid, you get a sense. You hear a voice, which stirs you from your sleep, and you see a figure sitting around the fire. She has long, black, curly hair. Let me just double check. So I need to know the thing because I did make it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she has. It's long, flowing, curly red hair, and she's
Right.
wearing a nice green dress made of leaves, leather, and wool.
This is Cassandra, right?
Cassandra, you recognize Cassandra.
Oh, I will. I'm assuming I've maybe seen her do this before. I don't think I should be surprised by it. I think she'd be kind of happy. I think she's gonna try and go around and give her a hug, but I don't know if she's like really there.
She gives you, she hugs
Oh,
you.
okay, yeah. Oh,
And it's a big
hi.
hug. Hello, my dear.
Oh, it's nice to see you. Glad you found us.
It is a little difficult to do, but
you're always so talented.
And she smiles and she kind of gives you a nice little pinch on the cheek. You've grown so much.
It's very different out here, but interesting and good. And I've been learning a lot of things. And to build carts, pretty much.
That will be useful to do.
Yeah. Because no one else could put the wheel back on, and I did. It didn't seem very hard, but it's. Have you ever been out here? And look around at the forest that we're currently in.
Once or twice. Once or twice, yes. It's not something that I tend to do. This area is reserved for other people.
Oh.
You'll meet them sooner or later.
I think we've already met one. Offered things in return, like a trader, but offered to take away things that you wouldn't think you could lose or trade away. Like, well,
what did he look like?
Oh, Kate had forgotten completely. So, but Astrid perfectly describes one eye or something, or big eye. There's a lot of eyes going on.
And you see her jaw kind of tighten a little bit. Be careful when messing with the peddler. He'll offer you anything your heart desires, but at a high price.
Yeah, I mean, he was willing to take people and souls, and also tattoos, or someone's like hope and things. Which
You can take anything as payment if he deems it worthy.
Right. I mean, I want to figure out the seals and things, but not at the sake of losing contentment or hope or something like that. Otherwise, what's the point in stopping the seals from being broken anyway if you're then miserable?
Indeed. And I know you want to do the seals, which is why I'm here.
Oh.
I can't help you find the seal, although you are on the right path, that I know. But I can help you to teach you something else that I think you're gonna need. Because you are going in a very, very sick part of the forest.
Oh.
It cries out for help. But I need you to come with me to learn this. For about 2 weeks.
Oh, what a strange amount of time.
It's like a skill building retreat.
Yeah. You say 2 weeks, but do you actually mean like, a day or so in game time?
It will take as long as it takes.
Yeah. Of course. Well, I should let them know.
They cannot
So
see
they don't. No. Oh, how do I let them know where I'm going without them worrying and then searching for 2 weeks to try and find me?
You tell them in the morning.
Oh, okay.
When you wake up, you'll know where to go, and I'll be waiting, but you must come alone. Okay?
Right. She looks down at Ashburn and the others. It's like... He's much more attractive when he's not snoring and drooling like that. I want to learn more things so I can help them. They'll understand. Will we be able to find them again?
You will.
All right.
All right. Now, I shall see you soon. Have a good night.
Good night.
and you head back to where you slept. You go as the second your head hits the ground, you wake up and it's morning.
Right. Oh.
Hi. Hello.
Morning.
Yes, it is.
I think she'll wait until everyone's sort of up and gearing up for things. Be like, I've got something I kind of need to do, but I don't want you to worry about it. I'm gonna go learn something.
We dug a hole about 20 feet in that direction.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. It's a very good hole. No, I've got to go learn something. I've got to. You know how I was telling you that Cassandra could do lots of different things?
Yes, I remember. Mm-hmm.
Well, and she can't remember like how much she's allowed to tell. So she sort of says, well, I had this sort of dream about stuff, and I just feel like if I practice a little bit, then maybe I can figure it out too. But I don't want to hold you guys back. I know I'll find you again. I'll just be a little ways off. But
like some sort of training?
Like a training montage, yeah. Like,
all right.
I just wanted to let you know so you don't worry about me. But I'll be right back. I'm not going.
So you're going to go off on your own for however long it takes?
I mean, sort of on my own. I'm not gonna be completely on my own. But...
And you don't want me or us? I mean, us.
I mean, I would love it, but no. I don't know. I mean, you can be worried and you can miss me, but it's something I need to do on my own, and I'll just catch up when I'm done.
All right.
Good.
I mean, I'm going to miss you, and we're all going to miss you, but I trust you.
Yeah. No, it's. Oh, and just. I was thinking about that peddler person, and just be a bit careful if he comes back, because I don't know. I get this feeling like he could just take away things very easily, in a sense, and I don't know. We gotta be careful what we give up, I guess. Yes.
You didn't get that impression from him, like when we were talking to him?
Well, I know I kind of did, but I got an extra one.
You had to confirm.
I thought, yeah, no, I had concern about it. I just thought about it some more, and I just thought I'd just drill it down a little bit, you know, because you got the bell, and we could get very desperate. I expect, you know, if luck doesn't go our way with things.
Make sure you tell everyone else where that you're going. But also,
I'm expecting everyone else to be awake. She waited till everyone was awake.
Everyone's awake.
He's just staring into her eyes, and I'm like, no, everyone else is right here. Look.
Oh, right. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, I was just doing it over breakfast, but so yeah. So I'll just I'll help you pack away and things, and then I'll meet you.
If you're training, Astrid, we'll miss you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Come back soon.
hopefully maybe I'll learn something really useful.
Shit, because you're gone.
Yes, what Barnabas said.
What did Barnabas say? I just heard a sloshing.
I said, forget one with his skin brave and fighters.
Right.
See, that's what I thought he said. That's what I thought.
Barnabas, wise words.
Asbjorn turns to Sursana and says, if she's going to be gone, you're going to have to start pulling your weight. You haven't done anything in weeks.
And that's where we cut it. So Susie's first thing is to react to that.
Susie could just come in with, what you fucking say to me?
Carry on.
What are you talking to me? What'd you say?
Don't talk to my wife like that.
She said, I didn't lose my horse, did I?
Oh,
Yeah. No,
He's
carry
not
on.
worth
Carry on.
Amazeballs.
Amazing.
You can carry on the scene. That was a joke.
Oh, you said
Not
that.
ending
I
it
thought
there, no,
you were
carry on the
literally going to
scene.
No,
cut there.
that's it.
We're
It's
gonna
10
cut
past 10. That's it. That's a perfect cut.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you're gonna end? Okay.
It seemed
We'll
like
end
a
it
good
there.
end. I mean, like, I'm thinking Astra's just gonna hold them pack and stay in that glade that they left and wait for
give her-
Cassandra
For
to
them
come
to-
join her.
Okay.
Give her a couple oatcakes for the road because I made a bunch.
Okay.
Oh, and I make sure that I spend a bit of time before they leave making sure that Ashbourne has figured out how to do that snare thing that he couldn't do before.
Okay. Okay. No problem. All right. Next time you make a snare, Ashbjorn, you have advantage with.
I will remember. Thank you.
Okay. And now that's when we'll stop it here. Okay. For episode 7, is it?
It is,
Yep.
even though I
Pendragon's
keep writing the
Legacy.
wrong number.
You really do. You really do.
Oh, there's too many
So
VODs
that's
to
it.
track. I can't. It hurts.
Yeah. Sorry it
Yeah.
went on a bit long, but I had to get some things in.
You had to freak us out
So did
for a
Ashbjorn.
solid hour.
Holy
Holy shit.
Hour. Yep.
So many weird characters.
That's why I do it. It's
It
fun.
was brilliant. I love the peddler.
Yeah.
It was a time.
So we'll go around the cast, where they can find you, all that jazz and all that. So we'll start with Kate because she's not going to be here for the next 2 weeks. So Kate, where can they find you?
You can find me, I would usually say here every Tuesday, but not for the next 2 weeks, but I will see you guys in a couple of weeks' time. But yes, you can find me on the socials. Sometimes I actually do socials. I'm on Actions at Work on Twitter, but I'm also under Kate Madison RP. I've got a Kate Madison Twitch as well, but obviously everything's going to be a bit more silent than usual for a little bit. But yeah, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks to carry on the craziness, unless everybody's died, and then I'll mop up the pieces.
Quite literally, probably in some places. Yeah.
A new group, the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Lindy.
Hi, it's me. I just wanted to shout out my husband who just brought me bread right now, and he kneeled it and gave it to me in like a knightly position.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
shout out to my hubby. But I'm so excited that I get my wifey back next week. Hi, I'm Laugh Love Lindy. You can find me online as such. Tonight I'll be jamming Ghost of Saltmarsh on my channel. Tomorrow we start a new Good Society campaign that'll be lasting for the summer called Reading Between the Lines, or Reading Between the Lines, depending on how you want to say it. And that reminds me to make a tweet about it after we're done with here for this thing. And on Friday for Traveler on a True Brush JP's channel. And of course here next week. It's me.
Awesome. Millie.
Hi, it's me, Millie. I've been piloting the human Roomba today, and we also discovered that she's kind of like one of those donkeys you used to get at the beach, where you just sort of lead her around, and she's fine with that.
It's called character development.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we're learning new things.
I kind of enjoyed realizing that she didn't really want anything. She just wants her fiance to talk to her, and that is very much not in that fucking carriage. So that's
As you.
interesting. But I kind of love the idea of it, when eventually, obviously, we all get desperate enough to sell him something important. I'm gonna have a think about what she's actually got. She could probably explode that peddler's mind by trying to sell him something.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to dig down into. But in the meantime, you can find me over on my Twitch, Amelia Tyler, and the same on Twitter, which I refuse to call anything else.
Same.
Me too.
Yeah.
Doc,
Tom.
go ahead.
Thanks. I'm Doc Rimbo. I have a Twitch channel, Doc Rimbo. Same thing. And I do Red Dead Redemption roleplay on there. I do it quite a bit these days. This Thursday and every Thursday, I'm over on Lost Caravan RPG, where I run a game of Delta Green called Impossible Landscapes, a hardcover adventure of surreal horror through the horrific machinations of the King in Yellow. It is a lot of fun. And so that's this Thursday night on Lost Caravan at 8 p.m. Eastern time if you're up that late, if you're on US hours. Also, this Saturday, I'll be on Lost Caravan running a game of Goblin Errands. And Goblin Errands is a rules light, chaos adjacent sort of RPG. And it's silly and stupid, and it's going to be so much fun. So you should come back for that too. And otherwise, I'll be here on Tuesdays. And I want to give a shout out to Kate for that sort of like the Aster and Asbjorn thing, which is really fun. Yes. Oh my God, Jay.
I nearly did that. Actually, I think I went like this and was like, oh, maybe I should.
No, I don't know what they did. Anyway, fade to black.
Fade to black to Jay. Jay.
Yes.
What's going on at Jay this week? What's going on Jay Britain's channel this
Jay's
week?
all over the place this week. What's today? Oh, Tuesday. So obviously we have Pendragon on Tuesdays. I'm streaming a daytime stream tomorrow from 2 p.m. my time, 9 a.m. Eastern with some Elden Ring to catch up before the DLC. And then Thursday, I'm co-streaming, restreaming, whatever you call it, the Warhammer Skulls showcase at 5 p.m. And then, I don't know, dicking about afterwards on Thursday. I was going to paint, but my back hurts and I can't lean over minis for a 4-hour stream. So don't know what we'll do after that. And then lots of cowboy dollies on my Red Dead roleplay channel, causing trouble, really, is mainly what I'm doing at the moment.
Pretty much what Cowboy Dollies is, right? Just causing trouble.
It's troublemaking.
There we go.
That's me. What about you, Hot Flakes Tom? What does your week entail?
Well, thank you, Jay.
Seamless.
My week entails, I don't know, actually, to be honest. I might be on Follow Black Cats Thursday. We might be doing a stream then. I'm not sure at the moment. It's kind of up in the air at the moment. We are somewhat after a weekend of discussion of previous TTRPG games. We are bullying a certain woman to try and do something again that we to redo a game that we played previously but as a different version. It's tough. It's going to take time. So that's what we're in the process of doing. We're hoping maybe one day, but it's going to take time. For myself, I'm streaming a little bit on my own channel, Hot Flakes Tom. I recently done Alan Wake 2, which was a cracking game. Loved it. I've gone on to Ghost of Tsushima now. So when you see me, I'll be playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima, which is really, really good. Or Ghosts of Sushi, which I prefer because it's easier to say. Not that much easier. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's it, really. Apart from being back here on Tuesday for some more Pendragon. So yeah, Jay, that's it for me.
Awesome. The VODs are all up for Pendragon up on that one there at J Britain VODs. This episode should be up there tomorrow once YouTube decides it's suitable for people, which they sometimes... No, weirdly, Pendragon, I can play, I don't know, something like Red Dead Redemption where I'm killing people and throwing them off of trains and swearing, and YouTube go, no, that's not okay. And then this is literally the only thing that goes up on YouTube, and they immediately go, that's suitable for everybody. That's fine.
More proof that they don't even listen.
Yeah.
Even with Tom doing whatever the fuck that was today.
Yeah.
See, AI is rubbish.
Yeah. So bad.
So bad. But that's it. But tonight we're going to go and raid a little channel with a fantastic role player. It's not live right now, but it's going to be live in about 10 seconds. J Britain RP, if you've not heard of him. So I'm going to go and dump you all in my RP channel, and then I'll be there in about 10 seconds.
Where's the button to leave the raid?
Yeah, leave the raid. Everybody leave the raid. Leave the raid. I'm basically masturbating live and doing this, and I don't care. I don't care. But yes,
you can't
obviously
support yourself. Who can you support?
Exactly. Yeah.
Times like this.
I've got to get over there and then thank myself for the raid. That's the tricky bit.
Oh yeah.
If anyone can do it, you can.
I'm gonna try. But that's it. I'll be back doing other stuff, and this will be back next Tuesday. Thank you everybody for being amazing role players. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Where's the fucking Edgar? I hate that guy. All right, chat. I'm going to cross to the other channel. Basically, I'll be live there as quickly as I can swap over the OBS profiles. And that'll be it. And then I'm going to go for a quick pee while the music runs, and then I'll be back.
I'll see you in a little minute, chat. I'll see you in a little minute.
Let's see how quickly I can swap over OBS. Let's see. Are you ready? Go say hello to Jay. Make sure you compliment him when you arrive over there. Okay, bye.